All right. Last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, our players, our heroes, if you would like to call them that, the Witchlight playwrights had made their way across the great boundless bog of Thither, met up with the Witch of the Present, the Witch of Thither, VALOR and Blightstraw, beat a little bit of the stuffing out of her, but eventually came to a decision, a contract, and a deal. Afterwards, they went, partied the night away, learned a little bit about themselves and each other, and if there's anything else to mention, somebody got slightly visited by someone who might have been a god, someone got slightly visited by someone who might be their patron, some of you didn't have a great night's sleep. But generally, you were able to spend the night at the inn at the end of the world, which is the tavern and inn that is owned by your dear and grateful friend, Sue. In the morning, where we are now, some of you awaken a little bit less refreshed than you might like to, and some of you awaken fresh as hell. A couple of you will notice that things have changed. One of you, if you check your star journal, will notice that there appears to be a new constellation that's been etched into the sky, pointing you in a new direction. One of you will find that their fingers and their mind seem just a little bit sharper. You know that VALOR and Blightstraw has come through with her individual contracts with all of you, and you have all the benefits that she described to you.
I feel freer.
You feel freer? It's interesting. The contract that tied you to Palasha is something a lot of people talked about. You feel mostly the same. You have a little bit of itching in your fingers as though you want to pick a couple of pockets, but you almost wished things felt a little bit more different. So you're still you. But you do wake up next to Jingle Jangle, who jingles even in her sleep as her chest rises and falls. I am going to move relatively quickly through this next session. Your friend Clapperclaw, the little scarecrow, knows the way to get through the boundless fog that separates the different pockets of Prismere away from each other, and is willing to give directions to Tsu, who is willing to get you guys to that edge so you can cross over. But is there anything that you guys want to do before you head out?
I just want to make sure that guy got his boat back. That's the one thing. I promised I would get it back. I got to make sure he has his boat.
Are you going out and looking for him in the morning? How are you determining whether or not he got his boat back?
The boat is still where we left it, right?
Yeah. Are you going to check that in the morning?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Sue. Hey, Sue, don't leave without me. I have one thing I have to do. One errand. Coming right back. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna go out and go find the boat. Make sure the boat's still there. Then I'm gonna try to find the guy.
When you find your way over to the boat, that young bullywug gentleman in his little vest and his little straw hat is leaning back, playing his instrument. I believe he had a guitar. And there's a bullywug lady sitting on the bench of the boat with the biggest, buggiest eyes looking up at him as he is strumming his way on some kind of indie folk acoustic cover of the song that you taught him that lets him like really warble into it.
Okay. Okay. I'm not even gonna interrupt. He's having his date. He's using the moves that I showed him. He's good. He's sitting on his boat. That's the important thing. And trot back off to the tavern.
He sees you going away and he gives you a
Give him a gentle nod.
Anybody else? All right. Okie dokie. So, without further ado, Sue's kind of gonna hustle some of the other people off of her inn that moves and go, "Thank you for your stay. I appreciate your patronage," and shoo them out the door. There's some very drunk, injured bullywug, some half-flattened fish folk who were last night absolutely smushed by Alexander. And then she's gonna get her house moving, get her inn moving towards, essentially the way that Clapperclaw starts pointing out is just away from all the buildings into the great gray white of the swamp where the fog hangs the lowest. And it's going to be a little bit of travel. You guys have time to talk to each other or prepare anything before you go. But otherwise, it's just heading out.
Hey, Jangle. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah? Well,
I got an idea. You
no.
should help me.
I don't like where this is going.
You should help me double team one of my friends in there.
What?
what you mean?
Oh, wait.
I want to steal one of their thoughts.
Can you do that?
I'm magical now. The hat gave me magical powers.
It's a lot better than what she did for me. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty special. So anyway, you should try and distract them. But the question is, who should I try and steal from? Who has the most delicious thoughts?
If you know what I mean.
What do you mean by delicious? Like, do you want the one who has the smartest thoughts? Or the one who has the dumbest thoughts? Or the one who has the least...
More like the most magicalist. The one that buzzes the most. With electric magic.
I mean, there's the guy with all the instruments and everything. And then
Yeah, I
there's
don't
the
care
one-
about singing.
Yeah, no, but aren't they usually like... Blah, blah. And then there's the one who's got the hat like you. Who just kind of... all the time.
There is Alistair. But then there's also the Lotus. Lotus has a bunch of stuff in his book.
You could steal a book too.
Ooh, I could. But I want to try stealing something from his head first. So, maybe him. Let's do him. Okay, so you have to distract him. And I'll go for him.
How do I distract him?
I don't know, be distracting.
Okay.
Jingle your keys or something. Try and lure him in a room.
Just jangle keys in front of his face until he's distracted.
Tell him you have a Subaru.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
She jiggles her way down the hallway, scampering away. So, Lotus, where would you be found at this moment?
Lotus is, he probably woke up a bit early because that's his tendency, and he went downstairs to kind of study the map that he was given, essentially the new constellation. So he'd be almost nose deep in his book, just kind of like studying it, trying to see where it would lead, see if he can match it up to anything.
Alright. I know you had mentioned you were interested in snails too. So when Dia
I would do
comes
that
down
before
for
we
break-
left for sure.
Yeah. Dia's been looking after the snails while she's been at the inn, so when she comes down for breakfast, there is at least one big snail with its big old head oozing all over your shoulder as you read.
Attaboy.
Jingle Jangle comes on down the stairs, jingle jangling. You!
Me?
Yes! I've forgotten your name. What, Lola.
Uh-huh.
I have something for you, and it's right outside.
You have something for me?
Yes.
Insight check. Jingle Jangle does not give willingly.
That's a 6?
I got a 26.
Okay. Draw your own conclusions.
My conclusion would be that you're trying to steal something from me.
Would you consider yourself in need of a Subaru?
You have a Subaru.
Lotus, or would you consider yourself distracted at this point in time?
Definitely, you have my interest peaked, I guess.
I'm gonna roll a stealth.
You can roll with advantage because she's screaming downstairs.
Yeah.
You definitely have my
19.
attention. I'm focusing on her because I think she's the one that's going to rob me.
Yep. I believe
Okay.
your passive perception is like a 16, Lotus, so the 19 will definitely succeed.
Probably, yeah.
So you're at the bottom of the stairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of against the wall over there, in
Okay,
a direction.
Snood like sneaks down the stairs all low, like slithering down. It's like doon doon
Like-
doon 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 doon.
Like the Grinch.
Yes, more like Mission Impossible. But okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then Snood just hears like Jangle being trying to be all distracting. Like, yes, good, good. He's gonna wiggle his butt a little bit and launch himself off the top of the stairs and try and land on Lotus's head. Grab him around and just be like, "Give it to me! Give me the magic!"
Four-wheel drive!
Give it!
Are you, Snidgak, are you using your action to do it? Or are you just trying?
I would like to try and steal a cantrip from Lotus.
Absolutely. Alright, so I'm gonna need I believe it is a charisma saving throw from Lotus. And I also want to specify for Snudgak, it is not a touch-based spell, but I love the direction.
Alright, does a 19 succeed?
A 19 will
Yeah.
succeed. You do get a cantrip, but how many cantrips do you have, Lotus?
How many cantrips do I have?
Yeah.
5.
Go ahead and you roll me a d6.
Okay.
And on a 6 reroll.
That is a 5.
5? What's your 5th cantrip?
In alphabetical order, it is Mold Earth.
Yeah!
Earth. So you get to keep that one. It is still in your head, Lotus. You do not forget it. But,
Okay.
Slugak, you feel... I don't know how to describe this. Lotus, how did you learn how to mold Earth? Because that memory is going to implant itself into Snudgak's brain in this moment.
I imagine in the time that he was apart from his brother, he's spending a lot of time like tracking down beasts and trying to learn how to find things essentially. And Mold Earth was a very common spell that he was taught by a couple of the more experienced hunters in the group that knew some magic. And so they spent like an afternoon kind of teaching him how to shape the earth around him and learning how to move the loose particles and shape them into a wall or anything like that. So you get some lovely foresty memories, I guess.
So you know how to move dirt? Wow! So it's still like sitting on Lotus's head, like, wow! Let's try this. Is there any earth around this tavern?
There's some mud that was tracked in by people coming into the tavern for sure.
I'm gonna try and make the mud, like, I guess, like, slither around like a little worm.
Like
As
you
it
were?
were. Yes,
Yes.
just like I was. I'm
The
gonna
dirt is slithering, Jingle Jangle is...
look! It's moving! This is great!
Incredible.
The
Incredible.
world eventually.
So you copied that from my brain.
I stole it right from your brain, and now it's mine.
Lotus is gonna look down at his hand and like also Mold Earth and make sure he can still do it. He's gonna make Snugek's face out of mud. On the
Hey!
ground. Okay, well, I guess we share it now.
Oh, that was fun. So it's gonna like crawl down. Lotus.
Is that something you got? How'd you do that?
Oh, you know, because I'm magical. You know, magical.
I'm gonna insight check that. So how does a 15 sound?
Telling the truth.
Okay.
Lorna gave it to me. Now I can steal whatever I want.
Why didn't you just say that?
Because it's true. Both things are true. Now I'm magical.
I guess you are kind of magical.
You should help me steal more magical things.
Didn't we just steal like a whole horde of magical things last night?
Yeah, but those aren't in my head. So, but I think I need like a nap before I do and try another one.
point, I'm
Interesting.
assuming that you have cantered on in a bow, and that everybody else has taken their morning however they want. You're gonna hear, essentially, there's gonna be if you guys have been traveling for a while, a kind of sound, and the gentle it feels almost like the inn has run into like styrofoam. It's not like a hard stop as though it ran into walls. It's like, and you hear Tsu's voice from over in her little control station at the back of the tavern of, I think that's it.
Are we here? We're here now?
They're here already.
Clapperclaw kind of hops over from the stool. I don't think the building can get through, but we kind of hit the point where the building can't get through anymore, so we're gonna have to hoof it.
Have to bail from here.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair enough. Summon the steeds.
Is the
How many snails do we have? Before Bo says that.
Most of the snails are in Daya's room, and they're very fond of her. You know that she's a very adept snail snandler, if you will. But you have one or two down here. Are you going to ask to have a herd of snails?
The rest of my snails, yeah. I won those snails in a trial by combat.
Okay. I believe that there are 6 giant snails total?
We only need 5.
5? Well, there are 6 total, so which one are you leaving behind?
We'll leave one for Dia to ride home. Do they have names? I thought these were just ones we stole from.
These are
the
ones that you
rabbits.
stole from the Haringen, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just leave Gary behind. Gary will be Dia's personal seed and make sure she gets home safely.
I'll take excellent care of Gary. I can't really head back, but I'll take care of Gary until you guys get back.
Oh, you can't leave?
Can't go back.
No, things are kind of closed off until, you've dealt with stuff, right?
So they just made everyone leave.
What do you mean?
At the circus? Or the carnival? The
Oh,
carnival.
no. The carnival is still going fine. They were just
Oh.
like, oh, you've been there before, and we got the letter, so Dia, you go, and you'll get back at some point.
Oh, that's all right then. I was worried.
I mean, I can't go to the carnival until you guys are done, but...
I see. Well, I guess you can keep Gary for now, because I know Alexander is gonna take care of... Or just a friend.
Great, yeah. Well, good luck!
Thanks, we're gonna need it.
You look sad, Nora.
Huh?
You look
Oh.
sad.
Just remembering
Remembering what?
our deal. And, I know you feel very good about it.
Yeah?
You mean with the witch?
Oh, yes. I don't know.
What don't you know?
If we did the right things exactly.
But what did you get?
What did I get?
Nothing. You rejected
Nothing.
her offer.
Wonderful. Good. I don't think I got anything.
Well, then you did do the wrong thing, because you didn't ask for anything.
No, well,
I thought Nora's part was telling her to not mess with other people anymore. That's what paladins do, isn't it? They correct the wrongs of other people. I mean, it's where she can't bother the people anymore.
Nora, you should ask for more stuff. Be more selfish. You deserve it.
I have everything that I need.
Do you?
Maybe. I thought so.
See, Nora, you did do the right thing. See, we don't see me and Nora. We're not beholden to the hag like you guys are.
What's a beholden?
I
You're
have
all
no
about to
clue.
find out.
I think it's like some different word for like how someone's lame when they like don't take cool stuff.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you wanted the definition of the word, which it doesn't entirely sound like you do, I think it means you're indebted to her almost.
I don't know how I'm indebted if I'm free. And I got free from Bavlorna. So,
Yeah. I like to think of it more as like a refinancing.
yeah.
All right, y'all keep telling yourself that when she comes for you. I hope you're happy with it.
You hear from the front steps of the inn a sploosh sound and a, "Are you guys coming?"
Absolutely. Alexander, new adventures await. It's time for you to experience the world and not be stuck in that ugly hag. House. Ugly hag house.
That was about to say.
Alexander.
Where's Alexander been doing?
I mean, she can fit a
Alexander
lot of
gets a little
frogs in
wiggle.
there.
Frogs get boring after a while.
I hop
They're
on
sort of
top.
totally fits.
I hop on top and roll out at slow speeds.
Again, when you go through the door, Alexander has like,
Fold like a taco.
get out. He's pretty wide, but he's very foldable. When you guys head outside, Clapperclaw, Krabby, whatever you guys have decided to call him, is like waist deep in swamp water with his big old skull head looking up at you. He doesn't really have expressions, but he seems pretty pleased with his hands on his hips. Ready to go?
You're made out of like straw.
Yeah,
Aren't you a little soggy?
I'm very soggy.
You're so cute.
Do
Okay.
you want the ride on Alexander?
Can I?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah. He lifts himself up onto it, sits cross-legged next to you, shakes himself out a little bit. Right. So, last time I went through, I was going through the other way, but since I've been through before, I should be able to bring you guys too. Give me your hand, and he'll hold out his hand to you, Alistair, like a floppy little glove. Or no, it's a big old lobster claw.
All right. I put it like on top of his like bottom claw because I don't want to get my hand pinched.
He just snips it off.
Yeah.
And then everybody like hold hands, so because I can go through. I don't know if you guys can, but if you guys will, he'll just wave his hand off the side.
Do we have to?
I'll grab his
Me.
hand.
It's gonna be kind of hard to do when we're on Snailback.
I mean, well, we're holding the snails and Clapperclaw's holding us, so we'll be fine. I'm gonna hold on to Vince's hand.
I want Vincent's other hand.
Wait, how many
Maybe
hands
I'll
do I
wash
have?
your hands.
I'll just find a
My
spot
hands,
in line.
like, there's water right here. Splash, 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 splash.
I am not grabbing Snoopdog's hand.
I'll take Bo's hand.
It's
Both
thick,
on Vincent.
brown, algae-ridden water that's just.
I'll get an iron clean. I'll take
No
Vincent's
need to
hand
take a bath.
and Lotus's hand.
I think Vincent's already got hands full. I'm not gonna lie.
And I'll take Vincent's
That's
tail.
my ear. That's my tail.
Oh my!
That's his
The
butt.
circle's getting wild.
Somehow or another, you all end up holding on to each other. I'm going to need one of you to roll me. I'm going to call it an Arcana check to see if you can get these snails through this magical fog.
Okay, if
It's not really meant for steeds, but we'll do our best.
I've got
It's
a
not a
plus
super hard
zero.
DC.
Anybody else?
it's not a steed. It's more like a friend almost. You know.
Yeah.
A companion.
I mean, I do have like
I got this one.
control of them.
You got this one?
You do have control. It's not that they
You
don't
have
want
luck.
to go. It's just
have
whether
luck.
you can trick the fog into letting them through. Because
I
really,
see.
only Clapperclaw is supposed to be able to get through it, and by holding hands,
Okay,
you
that
guys
was
will
better.
also be able to go
Power
through.
of friend.
It's not a super hard check. It's just a how good at this magic are you?
23.
Very good.
She's
I guess
like,
you guys
"Damn."
just have steeds that go 80 feet around forever now.
Mhm.
I don't know what I've done. It's fine. The
Your reaction
snakes
there
are
reminded
weird.
me of Markiplier somehow. It's just like when he's surprised.
Okay.
right then.
So, as you guys move forward, do you say something to Alexander to make him move forward, or is he smart enough that he just goes forward on his own? What's your relationship with this lily pad?
I like to think Alexander and me have a symbiotic relationship, and that he's still his own man, but like sometimes I ask him to do things, and sometimes he might oblige me. So
Okay.
like I think he gets to move on his own. He's probably excited to venture this new world.
Yeah. While you guys are like wrestling over hand holding and holding onto each other's tails and stuff, Alexander just starts floating forward. You gotta hold on to it. And as you are moving through this fog, and I am dragging you all to this new location,
Let's go.
it's a bit like if you guys have ever been in an airplane that moves through a cloud bank, like when you are just coming down through the clouds and everything is just, you are entering into an area of complete whiteness. But unlike when you're in an airplane, you are completely unprotected. So you feel that dripping cold of that fog as it surrounds you, that almost static electricity feeling on your skin, almost like your whole body falls asleep, like when your leg falls asleep. It's buzzing and odd. Not one of you is touching the ground, correct? You are all on steeds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume I'm on like a booster seat type deal.
Yeah, we gave you what's her face's
Oh yeah,
mounts that she brought.
Daya had
Daya,
it with her. You brought her disability aid and you took it from her. That's fine.
that's great.
She's not
Good
gonna
to know.
use it while we're gone.
That's
She's gonna stay at
true.
the tavern. She's fine.
You're like, thank you.
You
Daya.
don't use. You're not gonna. You're not gonna move around. We'll take your wheelchair.
So, because you guys can't feel the terrain changing under your feet, the adjustment feels pretty rapid as you move from like the water that goes up halfway up the shell of your snails and laps at the underside of Alexander that seems to fall away and become more firm and spotted with grass and moss. And it just seems that you just walk out of the fog and it disappears. You are essentially in the middle of this beautiful, sunlit, eternal afternoon. In the midst of this autumn forest, it's very specifically the beginning of September. School hasn't started back up again, but the leaves are just starting to curl with yellow, and the grass is starting to whiten beneath your feet. The shadows are long, the sky is warm and welcoming down on you, and it feels like every summer that you had no responsibilities in the middle of this grand, beautiful, deciduous forest. There are oak trees, poplars, birches that are popping up in resplendent color around you. The fog is completely dissipated, and there's nothing but this bright landscape around you. Birds sing in the trees. A little red squirrel stops beatifically to pose on the side of a poplar looking over at you. Upon first glance, the only things that would really stick out to you are the noted beauty of this location and a piece of parchment that appears to be nailed to a tree nearby.
What's
Claw drops his hand and is very excited.
What is Alexander's ring color?
His ring color, I would think, is a kind of marigold yellow color. Like, oh, this is pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Oh my god, this is quite the change of scenery. Doesn't this place look a lot better than that ugly swamp?
I have to agree. It's very nice.
Yeah, Clapper Claw. There's not going to be any like rising water or like howling winds or anything that just kind of like comes and goes whenever it feels like it, right?
Not that I remember. This part of the forest is really nice.
Okay, it seems.
I'm
nice.
gonna
Wait, this
not trusting that. I'm gonna look for tracks.
Welcome to Thither, everybody. You can roll me a survival check.
Awesome. I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna
this is
add
really
a D4 to that 'cause
suspicious.
I'm cool.
I agree.
It's suspiciously nice.
Unnecessarily nice.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on over here? There's nothing good can come from this place.
I reach for the squirrel.
Wait, look at my thing.
The squirrel starts scurrying away up the tree as you come closer to it. Are you pursuing the squirrel?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get back to you in a moment. First, Lotus, what is your survival check?
Nora, was that you assisting me, or are you just rolling things?
Oh, I thought we were all rolling. But
Survival check?
You can roll. You can use that as a perception check if you want to, Nora. I don't know what it was.
You can. I'm just
It's
looking for
12.
tracks. And I guess I'll guidance myself too, because my yeah, okay. That's a total of a 14 because I rolled a natural 1. I
You
used
can
all
see
my
when
bells
you
and whistles.
bend down to look at the grass and moss around here. You can see that people move through this area. It looks like there are people with more human-style feet, some hooved creatures. You don't see anything specific that looks intimidating or worrisome, but it seems to be a semi-populated area.
Okay, that's what I needed to know, I guess. I'll go see what that parchment says.
Okay, I'm gonna jump to Nora real fast. Did you want to use that as a perception check, or is there something else that you're up to?
Yeah, why not? She is immediately enthralled and yet suspicious of how nice things have gotten.
All right, what was your check total then?
A
12?
Yeah.
12? It's beautiful here. Your eye is also drawn to the parchment that is nailed there, and you can see a little while beyond there are like sweet red-capped mushrooms, and you can hear things
Aw,
in that
Is that-
direction.
sounds lovely.
Real quick, is that a skeleton behind us in those rocks?
If there is, it's because I forgot to delete it. There's no skeleton.
Okay. There's just like a
There
full-on
were skeletons
dead
on the
bull.
map that I downloaded. After break, I will make sure that I have the names up for that.
Okay,
But there aren't supposed to be any skeletons. I'm just a really bad builder.
that is okay.
That'd be decidedly not lovely.
This is like that door that wasn't there. You're just gonna have to trust me that I'm bad at building.
Okay.
Alright, back to Snudgak before I resolve for you guys. Are you just crawling up after a tree after this squirrel that sees you and starts...
Yes, and I would like to use mold earth to take the algae gook that's on my arm and shoot it up and make it slippery so that it slips down.
I think you can only move it 5 feet.
Then I like to use it 5 feet up. Or crawl fast and then try to get 5 feet within it.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll use your intelligence plus your proficiency to see if you hit the squirrel.
An attack roll. Okay.
You got this. It might be it's just intelligence plus proficiency, so whatever that is.
Intelligence.
Sorry. It's new to you.
Okay, alright. Let's see. 22 for some reason.
22.
Yeah.
So you just take that algae off your hand, you fling it, and it like a squirrel, like, you know in Ice Age where that squirrel just have everything terrible happen to it, just side of the tree.
I grab it by its tail and jerk it down. And I take it. Does it look suspicious?
It looks like a squirrel.
That's very suspicious. So it's gonna call over and then put it under his head, try to feed it to the thing under his chest.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Kid, what that
So I
spell
think
do to you?
Lotus is busy looking at a piece of parchment, so I think only Vincent, your passive perception, would notice as the squirrel goes under the hat, you can see the squirrel moving around. You can see a tiny, dark tendril come out from under the witch's hat. And then complete lack of movement under the hat.
Alright. Good job, little hat.
Oh my
Snoot's
god.
gonna head back to the group.
I'm
didn't
just
see that.
eyeballing Snud the whole time.
Nothing suspicious about that squirrel.
What
We're good.
squirrel?
Or alive.
What squirrel?
Looks like Vincent's next on the list.
Oh, no.
Small
How
animal.
big can we go? Just gotta
Right,
step
this
it up one at a
parchment.
time. Yeah, what does this say?
Nail to it.
Up that is kind of nailed to the tree there. It has a picture, a kind of drawing, I suppose. There aren't photographs in this era, but there is kind of a line drawing of a kind of a young kid with a big curly afro and a smirk. Looks maybe 11 or 12 years old, and it says, "Wanted, Will of the Feywild." We scroll down to what it says here.
His name is Will.
His name is
Of the Feywild. It's funny.
Will of the Feywild, and underneath it says, "Bring me this imp alive and unharmed, and I'll bury you up to your neck in silver."
Wait, they care about
Grandpa
Monet here?
promised.
I wonder what he's done.
Looks like Monet is in business.
I would like to examine the handwriting.
Absolutely.
Is it like perhaps similar to, I don't know, Bavlorna's?
Go ahead and roll me an insight or an investigation check.
I think we know which one of those I'm doing. All right, can I guidance that?
Did you do that? Are you standing there and casting a spell on yourself before you look at the sign for clues?
No,
Okay, then no, you can't.
I am trying to be fair. All right, insight. That's oh my god, I love level 5. It's a 13.
Oh yeah, when you guys crossed over into Thither, I don't think I said it for everybody else because I told the players before the session started. They became level 5 when they crossed over into this beautiful new location. So now they've got all kinds of class abilities.
I just like the plus 3 proficiency bonus. It's so nice.
Fight people.
So what was the total there, Lotus?
I think it's a total of a 13.
13? It's significantly neater. It does have that curly little edge to things, kind of the way that Bavlorna liked to write, but it seems very neat, as though the person had trained their handwriting to be grade school perfect.
I have a suspicion that this wanted poster may belong to the resident witch.
That's
I can't-
perfect!
How can you tell?
We can make a deal with this one, right?
Why not?
I think our deal was
No,
to
wait, no. We don't want to do any more deals with witches.
Why?
We're trying to get rid of the
Probably
witches.
get rid of this one, yeah.
You seem
Oh.
excited for a deal with this one. Why?
Well, that's what you guys did, and it worked really well, right?
It did.
It did.
No.
We haven't seen the consequences of their actions yet.
I mean,
Capricorn.
but Navorna's not gonna mess with the carnival anymore. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, but she might mess with
this
you.
one. And the next one.
Mm. But what if this witch gives us stuff?
Yeah, it says here that she's gonna bury you up to your neck in silver. That sounds pretty good.
We already have
Will one
one.
witch break the deal of another witch?
I think it would probably be better to just approach this one with
Wait. Isn't this the one that traded you?
Yeah,
traded-
but
Oh.
like, the other one also did that, and you made a deal with her, so it's not a big deal, right?
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
Let's try to catch this will.
Nice. Cool.
I
Why are we trying to catch Will when we're going to kill the witch?
think we should find Will and see what's going on.
We gotta
Yeah.
find him in order to catch him.
We
The
should
enemy
get
of
his
my
side of the
enemy is
story.
my friend.
We're making friends.
Potentially.
That's the first nice thing we've done. Well, except for giving that man his heart back, and that's debatable.
And
But
we helped the tavern too.
That's true.
She could march a little bit more than just in the mud of the swamps now.
All right.
So
Two nice
hopefully
things
if
in a sea
we...
of terrible decisions.
And I have my head.
That's true too.
It's true.
We've
We
done a
did
lot of
give him
nice
his
things.
head. And we saved Alexander.
I
We
did
helped the
save
frog fall in
Alexander,
love. Oh, excuse me.
but only after splashing them with water.
Someone's talking mad shit about me. And we got a Subaru key. Where did Jingle go? Did she come with us?
Jingle's back at the hotel.
Right.
She doesn't really like leaving her room very much.
Actually, you have the
Yeah.
keys.
Have her Subaru key.
I do have her Subaru key.
Oh yeah, since we're out here, that's right. I do have the keys to your instrument thing, Bo.
I was about to ask about that.
I was trying to get you to shut up because you wouldn't stop and get my hint. You know, like my face that was like, don't say anything. Jingle's
Well, you
right there.
shouldn't- You shouldn't have taken it from your friend in the first place.
Why not? And you
You have
wouldn't
to
have
watch.
it.
After you give it back, I'm gonna have to watch you to make sure you don't steal it from me.
Maybe. Here you go.
He did. I mean, he
I don't
did
like this
literally
at all.
steal a cantrip out of my brain earlier. That was concerning.
It's fun.
Yeah, see, deals with the witches creates monsters, and that's what we're trying to avoid here, right?
To be perfectly honest, I only took the deal because my brother, well, I now know roughly where he is and who has him, so that's why I did it.
I mean, to be
And
perfectly
nothing
honest, I
wrong
feel
with
like we
being
should.
stabbed.
Oh yeah,
If
maybe your
we
brother's
can
here.
avoid it, we really shouldn't. That does remind me, Deanna. I see a constellation. What is that?
Yeah,
What does
that
this
was
mean?
a very artsy way of me saying, essentially, the star chart that you have in there, it looks like there's a new direction that's been added to it. You have, from the way that you interpret your journal and the information that she has given to you, you believe deeper within this forest, far probably on the cardinal directions are difficult here, but forward, down the slopes into the forest at the other end. You believe it will become more obvious as you become closer exactly where this person is. It's a little bit like finding the path where it's leading you slowly closer to something, but you know you're going in the right direction.
Well, password great for me. I know he's in Thither, so he's probably deeper in the forest. I really just have like a sense of direction and a path. I don't have a location exactly.
Okay. So, Lotus, what you're telling me is that your brother
It's
is where we
probably
were
somewhere in this forest. Yeah.
is where we were going to go anyway.
Yeah. If we weren't gonna go look for this guy on the wanted poster, I guess.
But we didn't know that.
We didn't know that, but we probably would have found out when we were, as the longer we spent time here. There's a bunch of people here. Someone's got
Or
to know
we
that.
might have not known and been like, we gotta go find Lotus's brother who is not obviously here. And then we never would have found him.
We don't know what he's doing here. We don't know if he's in trouble and the witch has him, you know?
Well, we'll figure that out when we get to it.
I'm just saying it's a bad idea to make deals with witches.
I was just gonna say that I don't think the witch has him exactly.
You
Maybe one of her
literally,
subordinates.
maybe.
But I know the name, and it's not her name.
Okay. We're
Okay.
going to go get some more
You
information.
I would
literally want to
rather
make
not
a
make any more
deal
deals, though.
with Mr. Witch. It's in the title.
I think he wants to work for him.
Exactly.
That's more like indentured servitude.
It's more like a...
Oh no,
Yeah,
finish
you
your
got me
thought.
there. Fuck. I didn't expect you to be smart, Snowjack.
Vincent, your ear perks up as the music that Melanora was able to hear earlier seems to be getting louder and happier and more raucous, just a little bit deeper into the forest. I'm not exaggerating at all when I say it sounds like la la la, la la la, la la la.
That sounds familiar.
You guys hear all that?
Ooh.
Sounds like a certain tiny friend we used to know.
Ooh, we should go check it out.
Are these from the mushrooms at all?
My hat's still hungry.
What?
What did you say?
Nothing.
We're not making enemies, at least until we find Lotus's brother.
Vincent and Lotus can both make me perception checks.
All right.
No.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's a 28.
28. Vincent, what did you get?
Not a 28. That's for perception. That was a 20.
20. Okay, good to know. I'll get back to that in just a moment.
Hold
What are
up.
you guys doing now?
Eagerly awaiting what I found out.
Let's go check out the sound.
Yeah, I guess we're going to follow what I'm interested in what direction Lotus is pointing. I guess we'll go that way. Since he knows so much.
Do I have Clapper Claw on Alexander still?
Yeah, Clapperclaw hopped off to go point at the sign, but as soon as you guys start moving in any direction, he's just getting back up.
Get back up. Clapper Claw, do you hear that singing? Do you know what that is? You've been here.
I didn't get to see a lot of it, but like mushrooms, I think, and stuff.
Oh, yes, little singing mushroom, little talking mushrooms that like attach to your shoulder symbiotically.
Maybe.
There's only one way to find out. Alexander, towards the noise. You have ears, right?
Alexander does not have ears, but he's not particularly patient, Lilypad, so he's been slowly migrating away from the comments. And as you guys begin to move, both Vincent and Lotus, for a moment among the trees, as you guys are heading a little bit deeper in the forest, you see. At first, it seems like the moss of the tree is reflecting light in an odd way, and then it's clear that the leaves that are falling down from a willow aren't moving quite correctly. And for a flash of a moment, you see what almost appears to be a face, hidden among the long weeping branches of a weeping willow tree. Bright hazel eyes, greenish olive skin. Look at you, you notice her, disappear.
Bitch, you best get back. What the fuck? Lotus leans off of his snail. Anyone
You saw
else?
that too?
Oh, yeah.
See what?
That's troublesome.
Wait, what did you guys see?
At least they know we're here.
Who's they?
The face of a woman in a willow tree.
A willow woman.
Was this woman haggish?
That's
She
weird.
looked like a tree.
It was very pretty from what you could see, but you could really only see like this much of her.
Extremely pretty, but if I'm, hedging my bets here, I'd probably say the witch knows exactly where we are.
Mm-hmm.
You think the witch is a tree?
I think she could probably see through trees, like Babylorna could see through frogs.
Oh.
I don't think she has to eat the trees though.
Blah. Do you know of any strange abilities that this witch might have? Like seeing through trees.
Pepperclaw.
I don't know about seeing through trees. I know she's got a lot of toys. She's got tin soldiers, and she's got candy. I don't know anything about trees though, but nobody really talked to me that much.
She's got candy?
Do you have tin
At
soldiers?
the Goblin Market.
Yeah.
There's a
The
goblin market?
market?
Yeah,
With
I think I
candy?
was supposed to go there. Yeah, the Goblin Candy Market, but I wasn't allowed to go there when I was here. But maybe
Why
you guys go. Because I had to work.
Oh, that sucks. Let's go.
Okay.
I don't know if eating witch's candy is a fantastic idea, to be perfectly honest with you.
Goblins candy.
All candy's good.
Clapperclaw said
rule.
it belonged to the witch.
Once I buy it, doesn't it belong to me?
Oh,
Exactly.
I heard from
See?
the last witch.
Yeah, poison definitely
Everything
belongs
here
to you once you
belongs
buy
to
it.
the witch.
Poison's only temporary. Love of candy is forever.
Right, well, while you argue that, I'm going to go leave a pamphlet for Mephisto over by the tree lady. Nora Hop's going to go evangelize.
Do you just place it on the ground or nail it to a tree? What are you doing?
She just goes over to the tree and just like puts it down on the ground. For your consideration, Mephisto. She's wonderful and she loves women, all of them. And but I don't know what you do here for religion, but she's an excellent choice. Leave that there. Well, actually, maybe a couple if you have pets.
Are you trying to convert the person that was spying on us to a tree?
We don't know that she's bad or anything, and
She definitely gave us a shifty look. Notice that we were watching her watch us and then disappeared.
I saw nothing. Anyway, it's going to leave those there.
Wait, Nora.
You
Your
sweet
goddess-
innocent thing.
Your goddess likes women. How did she feel about the hags?
No. I'm not sure. I've been
You should
thinking
ask
about it. Well, surely she would love them, but they do cause harm to others, and it's rather complicated.
These gods work in mysterious ways.
God
They
sounds a little
do.
sexist, I'm not gonna lie. I know somebody had to say it.
Well, men have enough in this world. They have all that they need. Someone has to look out for the rest of us.
Are you guys
If you say
walking
so.
and talking?
We're writing and talking.
Alexander
Hiding
is.
and
Yeah.
talking.
Right.
So sorry. Guys, your snails move. They're going at a pretty leisurely pace. They're enjoying this fine moss on their
I'm going this way.
feet. What way is this way?
You see my little green thing moving?
Oh, yeah.
There we
Okay,
go.
well, if you are all moving in the same direction as him, you would come across the same thing as him. You can see my beautiful little circle of
I see that.
buttons. Yeah, as you guys are moving forward, the there's just a circle of little dancing. You guys would recognize, having found one in a jar before, the campestri. They're little mushroom figures that can kind of hop around on the ground. They're singing merrily. There appears to be some kind of dance circle happening where they're having some kind of performance competition. And as they see you guys approach, a couple of them start going.
Are they doing
But you know,
gang
like
signs or are they inviting us in? I don't know.
They're inviting you in with their little hands. They
Hey,
don't
let
have
us
hands,
join!
they're just-
Let's go! Come on!
Uh,
La 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 la!
I mean, the one we met was friendly. I don't know if there's a lot of them, guys.
Come on!
I'll insight check the mushroom.
Go ahead.
This
Someone's
mushroom
dancing
ritual
with the mushrooms
seems
with Snood.
demonic.
Throw it in there.
23. What's their intention?
They are having a good time. They have a -6 intelligence. They are dancing. They are dancing. And they want you to dance with them.
Oh, these are party mushrooms, guys. Hang on. Let me reach in
Party
my
mushrooms.
bag.
That's kind of mushroom.
I gotta pull out.
Song.
What was it? I think it was mushroom rum, or something
Mushroom?
that I got
Why
from
would
the
you
witch's
do
house.
that?
Are you
Isn't it
gonna,
made
are
out of
you-
mushrooms?
Wait a minute.
You
I'll just get out.
That's gotta be
I'll get out the-
cannibalism.
I'll get out the Gatorade bottle of vodka. And
Do you
I'll
need something?
God,
I'll dismount and head
There-
over to the party circle.
they're only this big. Be careful.
That's why I brought a lot of vodka.
Vincent,
a lot
are
of
you
them.
joining the circle?
Oh yeah, I'm
Tiny
joining.
shots for everyone.
Is there anyone who isn't joining the circle?
I'm
They're
suspicious
gonna
of
tip
it.
their hat to all the mushrooms.
They're just partying. It's okay.
All right.
They're having too much fun without music. It's weird.
So
They're
it's only
singing.
Bo who's not joining.
Yes.
Yes.
I need everyone except Bo to give me a performance check.
Hey, let's
Let's
go.
go.
They're gonna shame us out of the circle.
And Bo, you can give me
Let's
a perception
go.
check.
All right, let me do that.
Can I guidance this one? I want to do really well and impress these mushroom people.
Yeah, if you're just if you're
Fucking
dabbing
go.
yourself up before you go into the mushroom.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
17.
Performance
Damn.
+1.
Holy shit.
I'm proficient in performance.
All right.
I got a 19.
19,
Extra
beautiful.
proficient.
Yeah.
I'm not proficient in
24.
performance.
Yep.
I
Again?
brought the vodka, so they were like,
I got a 12.
Okay.
So Snood is just flossing.
unsurprisingly, because you're just going, la, la, la.
Sorry,
I got-
Alistair, what'd you get?
I got an 11.
An 11? Okay, what are you up to since 12 is flossing? What's going on with Alistair?
A 12 is flossing?
Are you doing the shopping cart?
Yeah. Alistair's gonna hit the shopping cart on him. Maybe throwing a few disco moves. You know what I mean? It's a bit outdated.
He's like,
Alexander's outside the circle just doing the worm.
Yeah.
By himself.
Of course,
No.
I invite him in.
Alexander does it with you. It's like, it ripples as you do it.
Alexander is the shopping cart.
Yeah, I'm pushing Alexander along.
I need two things. I need Zach, what you got on your perception check, and then I'm going to need some description of the 24 dancing from Nora. So first the perception check.
24.
I got that 8.
You got an 8.
8.
You don't notice anything. You look around for the face that was seen before by other members of your party to see if you're still being watched.
I know I see how bad this fucking dancing is, but
Maybe they got
Whoa.
scared by the evangelism.
Hey, I got a 19. Excuse
Hey,
you.
you haven't even heard the
Rude.
best dancing, all
Pretty
right?
Good.
All right, so we got a
Move around.
24 from somebody. How are you killing it out here, Melanora?
So Nora is fully. She has seen the dance moves. She is incorporating a bit of her own flavor. She is spinning in and out all of the other mushrooms. They're doing like dirty dancing moves. She's got this.
You
Whoa.
pick up a mushroom and you hold it above your head like, I got you, baby. Yeah, as you are dancing with these mushrooms and incorporating them into your dance moves, they're starting to like cluster on your arms and kind of like sit down and groove on your shoulders. And you have 10 little campestry companions. Each one is 10 temporary hit points that you have.
Oh my god.
You're invincible.
10 temporary hit points who live on your little shoulders, and they're grooving, and they're very excited for what you're doing.
I love this place so much more than the last one.
As you guys are grooving, a beautiful woman. Let me change the music.
I got
A
nothing
beautiful
for
woman.
offering them shots. God damn.
There can only be one winner of the ring competition. If you want
That
to
was a
share how you're
competition?
dancing with them, they're very impressed by you. Like, they're having a great time, but only one gets the epaulets of mushrooms.
Only one gets 100 hit points.
10
Okay.
temporary hit points.
You said each one was 10.
No.
You did say each
All
one
of
was 10, and
them.
it was wild.
1 hit point per mushroom.
50. Just like,
I was like, Nora is
Invincible over here,
jacked.
dude.
I am all powerful
130,
now.
140 hit points. Jesus Christ.
Say goodbye to your stealth, though.
Because you're just la la la.
why did
la.
the music
Wait,
change?
whoa.
No.
Describe your dancing for me while I'm doing this.
What's the music doing?
I don't know if I want to dance no more.
Are you about to fight something?
I'm hitting the sprinkler on Alexander.
Beautiful.
I'm hitting the...
Lotus
If
came
you
in,
guys
did a
could
full
position
split and a
yourself
back roll.
inside the ring where you were dancing, except for
Wait.
Bo.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh,
Spaghettios.
the trees
A
are coming
beautiful
for us.
woman with that greenish olive skin and
I
those
don't have
bright
it.
hazel eyes and long hair that's made of these finely curling birch leaves. She's not wearing clothes, but like in a tasteful way. Everything important is covered by like bark or moss or something as she stands. She's clearly, to any of you who have ever read any illustrated picture book, this is a dryad of some kind, a tree woman. She stands straight on the rock and she says, on behalf of the Grand Forest of Thither, and in defense of, she gestures to a tall, thick oak tree that is like 20 feet to your left, and in defense of the Grandfather Oak, I bid ye, servants of Granny Nightshade, who are here to make deals with her, fuck you! And in her surprise round, she's gonna cast an arm wide, and 5 shrubs, bushes, ferns, leaves are gonna shake themselves loose. And then roots are gonna pop up out of the ground and cast entangle on all of you who are dancing in the ring. I'm going to need I believe it is a dexterity saving throw from all of you.
I need access to my
Don't touch me with that shit.
my character.
I got
Oh,
a
do you
natural
not have
20.
access to them? Okay, wait,
I
just
don't
a
have
second.
them. A
It is
dexterity.
a
Who what?
strength. It's a strength check versus DC 13. So a DC 13 strength save. I thought I gave you permission for him. Where is he?
My
Who's
thunder
over on the
thighs
rock
get
at
me
the
out of it.
beginning?
Did you find yourself? Yeah, you're back here. GM. I forgot that the ambush music was so right.
So heavy.
Pretty good.
It's hitting hard.
You're Lucicious, right? Your username?
Yep.
There we go.
You should have control of yourself now.
Lucidity.
Okay. And then once you guys have given me strength saving throws, you guys can go ahead and give me an initiative check.
Oh, not dex strength.
Strength, yeah.
Bleh.
Sorry,
I
buddy.
know, right?
Bleh. It's actually higher than my last one for whatever reason. I got a 17.
17, beautiful.
I got
Sorry,
a
what
natural
else are we
20
rolling?
to get out of that.
Initiative.
Your initiative.
Oh, right.
I love this rock music.
I think this was the music that we played while we were fighting, fuck, what was his name? Malar? The
yes.
god of the
The
hunt.
ambush playlist, it's so dramatic though.
A strength
This
saving
man
throw?
came out of the swamp full of blood and bones. He was
I
like as
got
tall
a
as that
6.
tree. It was wild.
Okay, beautiful. Okay,
You're a
just
bitch,
a
you're tired.
moment. All right, so did anyone get a 13 or below, a 12 or below on their strength saving throw?
I am entangled.
Me too.
Excellent. Any of you who fail, you are restrained. The roots burst forth from the ground and wind around your ankles and root you to the spot as they come back. You go, "La, la, la," and hop away from you, a little bit confused, looking up at this woman who is just standing, looking a little bit tense and a little bit confused, but holding her hands out. That was all of her surprise round because she had to raise all of these plants. So if I could have everybody's initiative, did anyone roll above a 20?
Yeah.
Is an initiative is a ability check, right?
Yeah.
It's
So you have
ability check.
disadvantage.
Fuck. Okay, let me do that one more time.
But you were not targeted with the entanglement because you were outside the circle, being a suspicious boy.
Yes. All right. I got much lower than I did before. So
Okay. Did anyone get above a 20?
Yes, 21.
21. Beautiful. For 15 and above.
18.
Beautiful. 10 and above.
At a 12.
All right, not Prairie, I'm so sorry. Melanora and Alistair, what did you guys get?
I got a nat 1
Beautiful.
It's a
for a total
4
of
for
1.
me.
Everything's starting off Alistair.
I got a 6.
Beautiful, guys. I'm so proud of you right now.
Thank you.
All
Like,
right,
I'm restrained. I'm gonna just sit here for a second.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
what is your passive insight, Vincent? Because you are top of the initiative.
Passive insight.
Or you can roll an insight check.
12.
With your passive insight, yeah, the woman who's standing there appears to be a pretty young, dry-eyed woman, holding out her arms, ready to defend the forest. What are you gonna do?
She looks like she's ready to defend the forest.
Yeah, she's kind of pulled up and awoken these ferns and dragging vines and shrubbery around her to, like, help out a little bit, but she
I'm
is...
just gonna stand there and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. What is all this for? We're just here. We're visiting. We have our friend, Clapperclaw. I don't know where the heck he is. Is he jamming out with us?
He was just sitting on... He was getting thrown around by the worm that
Yeah.
Alexander was doing. Clapperclaw will wave. You can go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Yeah. Oh boy. Get a +1 to that. That's for a total of an 8.
Total of an 8. I heard you. You're planning on making a deal. You're working with her. Don't even try it. So that was your action. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
All right. Next on the initiative is her. This music is so dramatic.
Everybody's
He
dying.
is about to rip our throats out.
She is going to bloop, 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 pop into this tree here. Oh my goodness, take a wiggle over to the tree. She's gonna kind of edge a little bit sideways into that tree and then pop out over here next to her buddies. She kind of teleports to their trees, almost like a tree stride. She just ducks into the bush, pops out again through there. And she is going to, let's see, 5, 10. Oh wow.
Tree lady.
Oh my goodness, I don't know how to not do this diagonally.
Hey, hey,
Closes one up to her and she does have no idea what she's doing. I believe that is Nora, that she's just gonna, okay, and go ahead and try to whack at with her club. She just like essentially turns her arm into this great wooden thing dripping with moss and is just gonna whack at you. I'm serious, she says.
Please, if you just read the pamphlet.
She gets a 9 total, as she just doesn't seem to be totally in control of what her arm is doing. What are you talking about?
I left some reading material by the tree.
She's gonna use her bonus action to phase step and pop back over to her buddies and disappear again, back over by this fella here in the lower branches of the trees, kind of ducked behind some branches. Next on the initiative is gonna be Snudgak. Snud, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
So Snoot is gonna take a cunning action bonus action to try and dash over to her and
Okay.
scramble up the tree. Let me see. Scramble up the tree above her if I can do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Because climbing does not. I have second story work, so climbing is not an extra movement. So I'm gonna try and get above her. I don't know if I can actually do that on here. Yay! Okay. And Snoot's gonna try and like take out the net that I got from like one of the bullywugs and like toss it over her. Can I do that as an action?
Yes, you can. A net is actually an attack. I believe it is your dex plus your proficiency, so a regular attack, and then I believe it grapples the target instead of doing damage. Is that what you're trying to do, or would you like to damage her with this?
No, I just want to grab her and like capture her, basically.
Okay, awesome.
So that's a dex. That's a dex.
So it would be, I believe that your normal attacks are dex plus your proficiency, right? I think you're proficient with nets if you're proficient with simple weapons. So you
Okay.
should be able to do a normal attack.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. Oof. I'm gonna use my luck and try that again, because that was a 10, 11, 12. I doubt that.
A 12 seems to start to attach to her a little bit, and then she kind of whips part of her branches around and seems to block it through magical means.
I'm gonna try again with my luck.
Sounds good.
Come on.
I need to remember that the ambush music is hard-ass electric guitar.
All right, 22.
22 will definitely hit.
So he like throws the net down. It doesn't work at first, but he kind of like tightens it and pulls up a little bit just to try and trip her up and get her in the net, caught in the net.
Beautiful. Yeah, it seems to like wrap around her, and like her arms are kind of pinned to her sides.
I got a twist. You're stuck in there now.
Next on the initiative, after she's kind of caught in there, unless there's anything else you would like to do.
That's it.
All right. Next on the initiative is going to be Lotus. What would you like to do?
Gonna look around. So are we fighting her? Because she seems to want to.
I got her
Attack
caught.
us.
We can talk if we want.
All right, well,
Will her friends stay put?
lady, you can back down right now, or we're going to have to fight you. And we don't necessarily want to do that when we don't know who you are or why you're attacking us.
You can roll me a persuasion or an intimidation check.
I'd like to help. Can I help?
Yeah, I can say that you can help because you do have her wrapped up right now.
And we know you're
Okay.
scared. We can see it on your face.
Twist. Okay.
Yeah. I'm equally good at both of those, so why not? We'll go intimidation. I'll go ahead and guidance then. Like, this is my full turn. Yeah. That's a 14.
14. I don't make deals with those who cut down the trees of our forest.
Did you see us cutting down any trees?
Fuck you.
All right. I'm sure you'd love to try.
She's stuck in the net. Next on the initiative
Now
are
we're
all of
definitely
those
gonna get killed.
right next to you, Snudgak, a grasping vine, like a piece of English ivy that was growing up the side of the tree, reaches up and tries to essentially whap on you. Let me open this up. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I made a mistake. I didn't open it up. It's not gonna hit anyway. But let me bring up their stats.
Blah.
I thought you guys would be more convincing, but this is perfect.
Ah, well, murder's on the list.
The charismatic ones went last.
Sorry, guys.
Looks like murder's on the agenda.
She might be good though.
Absolutely,
that's
it's not on the
a-
agenda.
You, Snudgak.
15, that hits.
Does it hit? Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Does it start to wrap around your ankle and tug your little feet down? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh.
So that's 11 bludgeoning damage to you, Snudyak. It's just like raking you down the side of the tree. You're still holding on. It doesn't actually get you out of there. It's just like on you. This one over here is going to, let's see, how much movement do you have, my little buddy? Not so much.
Like, take Vincent instead.
There was one that is in the tree that absolutely disappeared on me just now, but it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, just appears on the outside of the ring. I will find him because for some reason, Tailspire decided that I didn't need to see him anymore. That's fine. It gets to the edge of the ring, this like shambling piney shrub that just, it's like it rips its little roots out of the dirt and makes its way over. This one over here, 5, 10, 15, 20, also is just, it's delicately stepping over the Campestry, but it's doing its best. It's going to use its action to 5, 10, 15, 20, make its way among the inside of the deciduous shrub that's just waving its way over into your face and just plops there and looks up at you. Fully just a bush. Let me see here. Oh, so many guys. I forgot how many guys I have. This guy! That's you! Sorry! I know that there's a guy over here
Oh my god.
who comes up 5, 10, 15, 20. Hello, my friend. I'm
Oh, no.
right up in your business. This is another creeping vine that drags itself along the ground and is going to... That's only a 12 to hit you. Does that hit?
That one's not going to hit because I have my umbrella to block it.
How do you use your umbrella to block this ivy that is trying to grab you around the hooves and the legs and drag you down towards the dirt?
I'm going to like take out the. I'm gonna like I'm gonna do something cool. I'm gonna balance on the umbrella, like almost pole vault over it. You know, not over it, but like out over the way of the vines.
I love that.
Do like one of those parkour steps, you know.
The plant just lies there on the ground going, you completely escape its advances. The other one over here, which is a shambling sort of low shrubbery covered in moss, almost a rolling boulder covered in moss, is going to use its full action to just roll its way over to you, Vincent. It doesn't get to do anything on its turn because they're pretty slow moving as they make its way up to you, just rolling its way up to your side. After all these plant guys is Nora. What would you like to do with your turn?
Oh,
Sorry, I don't think that I have Bo on the initiative. What did you get on initiative, Bo?
6.
So it's Bo first, sorry.
Okay. In that case, fucking Nora, you're in the way. I don't know if I want to do that.
you want to hold your action? I can move.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move first, and I'm gonna hold my action. I got 5, 10. 15.
So are you taking an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Oh, that one's gonna hit.
You're gonna take... You're gonna take 13 points of
Oh my
damage
god!
as its vines wrapped around your legs and just lacerate you as you move away. You're able to escape. It doesn't hold you back in any way. It just tugs and pulls the thorns through your calves.
Okay. Okay, I think this is good, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action until after Nora gets out the way.
All right, Nora, what are you doing?
Nora is going to...
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I shout that we're not here to ruin your trees, or we're about to? If you don't call them off.
Is that? Are you trying to persuade her or intimidate her?
Persuade.
Are you trying to get her to see reason, or are you trying to say that you're gonna fuck her up if she doesn't do what you say?
We haven't cut down any trees, but we will if you don't call them off.
That's an intimidation check.
That's intimidation?
That's
Yes.
a threat.
That's a threat.
That's a threat.
Threat?
It's a
Yes.
That's a threat.
We will fuck
Kinda
your
threaty.
friends up. Is a threat.
Alright, that's fine.
Cheers, fellas. Here It's nice working with you
It's
all.
fine, because my intimidation's a 4. So, and it's negative. It's fine. I got this. Oh, that's not bad. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20. She looks nervous and she looks like she doesn't want to be here. I don't know what your passive insight is, but it looks like she's
don't wanna
not
be
here
here
because
either.
she wants to hurt you. She is
We don't want to
here
hurt you either.
You are going to hurt other people. And almost the fact that you intimidated almost brings her more resolve, except also she might have peed herself a little. So you'll see what happens on her next turn. Alright.
Can I hold my action until after her turn, then?
That would at least be your bonus action to do that, because it takes at least 6 seconds to try to do that. But you were holding your action for Nora, right?
Yes.
Alright, Nora, what are you doing?
Okay. Nora will take out one of her pamphlets and use it to cast Aid on Alistair, Lotus, and Victor.
Yes.
What is that? I'll tell you what it is. Your hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for the duration.
Let's go.
Patch check. And then she's going to run as far as she can over to the tree lady.
Alright.
What is it? 35. What? Not stepping on it.
You weren't one of the people who was restrained, right?
Nope.
Okay. Just check.
She's going to
Alright.
say, please, miss, we don't want to hurt anyone or anything. We're just trying to pass through the forest.
Do you have a bonus action left?
I do.
Do you want to try to persuade with that?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a persuasion.
She's also holding her hands up over her little mushroom friends. Words. Damn it. Okay, 13.
13?
Yes.
Well, you're kind of coming right at me, so forgive me if I don't think you're my friends.
Look, I have a giant knife. I'm not even holding the giant knife. It's very safely tucked away, not being used against you. And it won't be. It won't be.
All right, Bo, your ready to action will go off. As we were saying, we're not going to hurt her.
Well, in that case, I was going to cast Thunder Wave. But yeah, no, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave. I'll cast it at first level because I don't think it's. I want to show that we can stop them, but I'm not going to hurt them if I don't have to, you know. So I'm going to cast Thunder Wave. It's going to be 2d8 to these two boys over here, and a 15-foot cube around me.
On which two boys? Sorry.
It's gonna hit the two
the guys.
boys.
Yeah, the guys.
Yeah.
Who are in the ring, yeah. Are
Is
you
that?
at all avoiding hitting the Tempestry?
I thought they were all on Reyna.
No.
None of them are.
They went off.
No. There are a bunch on Nora's shoulders, but there are still some on the ground. You can say that you position yourself to avoid them. Is that something you're actively doing? Shooing them out of the way? Or are you casting Thunder Wave without thinking about it?
I didn't think about it till now.
Well, I don't
Not
think you
very
knew they were on the
intelligent.
ground till now, to be fair.
Yeah, this is not a I got you kind of thing. Is Bo actively
You fool.
The Compectry have been nothing but friendly, and he's like, "Get out of here!" Will they listen to him?
They're
Yeah,
not
they'll
right.
start shooing away. They're mushrooms. They're very scared. You guys are scary.
Yeah. In that case, yeah, then I can do it without hurting them. I imagine big 6 foot tall horse, trampling around is going to scare off some mushrooms anyway.
It's all right. Ah! And running away a certain amount.
These plant boys are going to have to do that for the 14 Constitution save.
All right. Let me see here to see how they did. Neither of them succeeded. One of them got a 7, one of them got a 10.
Nice. 2d8 thunder damage, push 10 feet away. So let me get my 2d8 real fast. All right. Bo's gonna go stomp around in a circle real fast and then do rear up and go down hard and push these. He's gonna shout, "We're closed!" and then push two guys away.
What direction do you want to push them? Just
away from me?
5, 10, like, doop. They're in there?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
So 9 damage? 9 damage.
9 damage? Okay. Beautiful. Alright, that's going to be your full turn then.
Yes.
Which, Nora, you finished your turn as well, right?
Yes.
That's going to bring us Alistair, bottom of the initiative. What would you like to do?
Alistair is going to make. Well, first off, he's going to start with a phantasmal force on the druid lady. So she needs to make, I think it's an intelligence saving throw.
Alright, let's see what she got. I don't think she's that smart. She rolls a 9 plus 2. That's an 11. Does an 11 succeed?
It will not.
Okay.
So Phantasmal Force is going to create a image in her mind. Everything around her is going to go dark. She can no longer see the forest. All she can see is the giant Alistair, probably like 120 feet big, like massive. And he's gonna intimidate her essentially. If you do not stop all this ceaseless violence and listen to reason, I will have no choice but to end you. And his mouth unhinges like Bavlorna's, and his teeth grow spiky and sharp, and he's about to eat her.
Give me an intimidation check with advantage.
I got a natural 20.
She falls to the ground, clutching her knees, scrambling away from all of you in absolute terror.
I hold my ground because she's in a net still.
In her mind, she's trying to run away, and like, because of the illusion, she can't move, and then she'll take a single d6 of damage.
6 damage? Or what was the damage?
She'll take 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
She
She seems to be starting to hyperventilate down on the ground.
Yeah, and that's my action.
What else?
One of you do.
And I guess it was bonus action to like intimidate, maybe.
Yeah, no, you succeeded on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I can no longer move, so I'm restrained.
Okay.
So.
Top of the initiative, Vincent, what would you like to do? She is on the ground. She is
I'd like to
terrified.
unrestrain myself.
You're gonna unrestrain yourself? Okay, you can use your action to make a strength save, I believe. A strength check, sorry.
Or just an actual base strength.
Strength check, yeah. I'm sorry it's not athletics. Entangle says it's a strength check.
Oh, that's an 11.
An 11 is not going to do it. You try to pull yourself out of these roots and this ivy that is curled around your lucky rabbit's feet, and you find yourself still stuck in there. Still have your bonus action, if there's anything that you can do with that.
I mean, I could, but I don't need to do that right now. I won't use a bonus action right now.
Next, Snudgach. Are you just holding your net over her?
Am I grappled by the tree thing or no?
No, you're not. No, you're not. That's flavor exclusively. You can move however you like.
Okay, so she is on her knees and just really scared, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bonus action to try and like intimidate and like basically push that over the edge, kind of, or?
Sure. Would you like to make it worse for her?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, 15. So Snidgak is gonna twist the net a little and jerk it and be like,
Who sent you? You can stop fighting now, or we can burn up your whole forest, which I have no problem doing.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
She
god.
bursts into tears.
Go on, who did it? Who sent you?
I'm not working for anybody. I don't have a tree anymore, and I just don't want anybody else to have to go through this.
Call off your trees. I have oil. You know what oil does when it touches fire?
She is next on the initiative. She's going to hold up her hands, and the plants are going to fall. Unless you guys have things that you would like to continue to do. Melanora, where do you keep your amulet?
That's fireball.
Oh no.
ice cold.
Wow. Nora keeps it in a little pocket on the inside of her dress by her heart.
It is cold. And that's where we're going to go to break, everybody.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We did what we had to do. We didn't kill her.
Yeah. I almost
Not yet.
did.
Jesus Christ.
We didn't even
Alright.
touch her trees.
This is. I don't like the direction we're going, guys.
You're such good boys and girls. I'm so proud of all the choices that you make.
We were
13
peaceful.
Persuasion, and you went intimidation instead. Love.
That was a logical progression of events that would
Yeah.
happen. It wasn't
I'm going to
intimidation.
kill all of you.
Listen, we failed like 4
just
persuasion
trying to
checks. I was
grind
like,
her into
that's it.
submission.
I was like,
The day I go to persuasion is the day the world ends. I'm just saying.
Look, I use persuasion. You can't be mad at me.
You did. You just. I'm sorry that you rolled poorly.
Sorry, Alistair rolled so well.
yeah. I rolled
Like,
with
I'm
advantage
gonna
and got an
eat her.
18 and a natural 20. She's intimidated. She's intimidated.
She's very intimidated. She's like 22 and she's defending her forest.
She was. She was.
Are we at break?
We're going to break. We will see you guys
Okay,
when
well,
we get
thank you all
back.
for joining us. We'll see what happens after the break. They've definitely accomplished their goals.
Mm.
Hello, everybody, and
Oh,
Welcome
hi.
back.
Oh,
Hello, it's us again.
Welcome back, everybody. Last time we left off, the Witchlight playwrights, heroes that they are, had encountered an eco-activist who was trying to defend the forest against Scabatha Nightshade, the witch of the past, whose lands they've currently entered. She didn't fully believe them or trust them when they said, "We are not affiliated," and instead chose to raise some ferns and ivy and bushes to attack the party, and in return the party decided to make her piss her pants. She is currently huddled at the base of a tree, knees to her chest, head between her knees. Rocking slowly, her awakened plants have fallen to the earth, just slumped where they lay, roots splayed over the moss and grass where they were standing. And the scene is yours.
All right.
Sorry, before we get too far, do we want to do our giveaway real quick? Or do
Oh,
we
no,
want to-
shit, sorry.
Yeah.
You can also have a giveaway. Just know that there's a dryad crying while you're receiving your giveaway.
I don't know how to draw it.
Danny,
You'll be a lot happier than that dryad is.
It would be Dylan doing it because I don't know how to do anything.
Daniel! Daniel, are you there?
It was here.
He was here a minute ago, looks like.
I imagine
where
you
are
drinking
you?
wine, watching you struggle, and just be, you're like, no,
Yeah, no.
I don't think
They
I
don't,
will.
they don't give me the commands for this stuff, I don't think. So, we can continue, and I will
So,
mess
for now,
Okay.
because just for reference for everybody here, Dylan is our host for the stream when Daniel and Lauren can't be here. He is hosting tonight, and he hosts almost all of our Witchlights. We love Dylan, but he doesn't always have all of the unlocked potential that Daniel and Lauren have. So, in a couple of minutes, once we have Daniel and Lauren here, we will announce the winner of the giveaway, and I'm very excited for you guys.
Do you have a few more minutes to put in your exclamation mark ticket
Exactly. It's not
into the chat?
Alright. Excellent. And if all of my beautiful, beautiful players are ready, there is a young woman covered in bark weeping beneath the tree.
Indeed. And I
Plants around your-
can fix this. I can fix this.
It's
Alistair, after causing deep emotional trauma, now comes up to her and will cast Calm Emotions.
Is that a wisdom save if she's not open to it?
It's a charisma save if she doesn't want her emotions calmed.
She's not super into any of you casting spells on her right now.
It's fair. That's fair.
That's gonna be a 19.
She is distraught.
She like looks up at you, and her bright hazel eyes, she has like no whites of her eyes, like her eyes seem kind of a glazed, almost like an acorn, I guess. But she just looks up at you. Her eye is wide and staggers back again, still on the ground, staring up at you as you try to cast the spell.
I was trying to help. I'm sorry. I resorted to violence and anger, but it seemed like you weren't literally listening to reason.
That's kind of true. You did jump us in the woods with the woods.
You did that.
Yeah, your servant's a great nightshade.
And you assumed that.
Who the
Yeah.
hell is Granny Nightshade?
I've never met them before.
Guys,
in my life.
it was a misunderstanding. Okay, Bo looks at the girl. It was a misunderstanding, wasn't it? And we don't work for Granny Nightshade. We're not chopping down trees. We were playing with mushrooms when you rolled up on us, very threateningly, and we defended ourselves. Is that not what happened?
Much what happened, to be honest.
Oh, we have
Only
picked
persuasion with advantage to calm her down.
Okay.
real quick.
Well, I get regular ass.
We have picked our winner. Mr. Stansel is our winner.
Hey.
Congratulations, Mr. Stansel.
Do people still have their dice? Let's just sparkle them real quick.
Nah.
You get one of these.
Let's go.
Roll it, roll it.
I only have the unfinished one.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like,
Give it a roll, Dylan. Give it a roll.
You'll get this luxurious packaging.
Wait, yeah, Dylan, roll that dice real quick for us.
Yeah, put it together right now.
Oh, got a natural 20? You wouldn't believe it.
And also a 1, 2, 3, 4, and
The natural 20 does look cool, though. It looks like... Oh, God, can you see it?
Oh.
That's
You're
a
showing us the 14.
That's
so.
a 14.
Oh, yeah, I'm
That's a
sorry.
14. I was like, that's a 14.
Where is it?
that is
Where'd
a
it
weird
go? Oh,
natural
there it
20.
is.
You're right.
It's like a little
Right
Celtic
there.
knot almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's not a 14. It's like three little triangles, and they look really cool.
Oh,
Oh, that's dope.
cute.
It's cute.
Very, very
Okay.
cute.
I have a dice that's my favorite dice. It's in my collection over there, and it instead of a natural one, it says fuck.
Just like this
well,
weight on the floor. What did you get to calm her down, Bo?
I got a 19.
19.
A 19 to calm this poor person down.
She looks up at you. Her chest seems to level out. You're
Hey,
not.
we're not here to hurt you. You know, we didn't come here to hurt you. We didn't come down and chop down any trees. We just want to talk, maybe find a lay of the land. We do want to talk to this witch, but not to make deals with her. Right, guys?
Oh yeah, we beat the last one within an inch of her life.
The last one, we were in charge of the deals. We did make a few deals with her. We were in charge of the deals, not like, oh, we're coming to screw people over or something. The witch got
we
screwed
actually,
we
I
did
believe-
almost kill her. We showed her mercy.
we
As
almost
any
killed her.
kind
We
person.
showed her mercy, made sure that she could literally never make deals again. So
Mhm.
Why would we want to burn down this stupid forest anyway?
it's kind of pretty, actually.
You did say that you were going to.
What?
I think. Wait,
It's
who
a little
said that?
excited sometimes.
Who,
Oh,
me?
Yes,
Snoot
you.
is chaotic.
Yeah.
Chaotic. Don't worry about Snoot.
Well, I said it kind of like, if you didn't back off. But
Oh, yeah. As you guys are talking to her, the little Campestri are kind of like crawling up her arms and onto her body. Not the same way that they did for Nora, where they're like setting up camp, but she clearly is a local that they know and they trust. You guys aren't kids or plants or dryads or anyone that I've seen around here before, so I am.
wait, kid,
Yeah,
do you know that Will person on the flyer?
a little bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He and his gang, I guess. They're around here, and I mean, if you're under 4'7", I generally trust you.
Hey, I'm under 4-7.
Oh,
I was yesterday.
And so is Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I think almost all of us were under 4-7 yesterday.
We did grow back, right?
Wait, so
Yeah.
do you
go
trust
back
this?
this morning? Yeah.
Do you trust this gang? This Will gang?
I mean, Will's a little. I mean, why?
Because we want to know. He was on a wanted poster.
Oh,
We were looking for people to help us fight the witch, so.
you planning on fighting her?
Maybe.
I think there's at least an 80 to 90% chance. No,
We were planning on getting rid of her. How
One
that
way or
happens,
another.
we don't know. We don't always resort to violence, you know?
Yes. Yeah. No. That's reasonable. I did kind of come at you guys. I just hasn't been so hot around here recently, and we're really trying to do what we can on the grassroots level, and sometimes that's guerrilla warfare. Yeah. I mean,
That's funny, because I was about to summon a bunch of gorillas.
Oh, cool. Like,
He
So
seems
anyway-
slightly amused, but just like hiding a smirk behind his look.
So anyway, this Will gang.
yeah, I mean, Will and the kids who aren't working in the workshop, the ones who get out of the workshop, right, usually end up with him at Little Oak.
Like they escaped and then they joined his gang?
Yeah.
Workshop.
Oh, that's cool. I was part of a gang in my day too.
Did you burn down forests with your gang?
No, there weren't really a lot of forests around. Mostly we just stole stuff.
Cool. I'm sorry that I went at you guys. I really I'm just my tree is gone, and I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen to the other dryads and all that
Well-
kind of thing.
Where did your tree go? Like how gone is it?
Oh, just like cut down. I think she made like a rocking horse out of it or something.
A rocking horse?
Yeah.
Man.
Okay. I don't think we can get that tree back for you. That is truly terrible, and I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Sounds
We
fairly
could get you the
irreversible.
rocking horse, though.
I don't think the ashes of your home is going to be a good replacement for a home, Vincent.
You have lots of trees around here, don't you? It is one.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, it's just it wouldn't be. None of you are dryads, right? You don't look like it.
You're trying to make you into a rocking chair?
Kind of. It's like the place that I'm from, the person that I am. And she took it and she made it into a toy. Like your gang, I guess. If she took every member of your gang and she turned them into a toy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, not to excuse the fact that I tried to take her legs off or anything. I hope you understand my hesitation. Are you guys serious when you say that you're gonna deal with her?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
One
of
way or another.
I got my future writing on it.
That does remind me, since we're talking about people we don't like, does the name Salpig ring any bells to you?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm being very forward and honest and earnest right now, so I'm not going to guidance that. And it paid off! That's an 18.
Yeah, I know Salpig. Yeah, she's been with Grady Nightshade Scabatha for a long time. One of the ones who really takes to it, likes the work. Why?
And
I mean, she came here as a kid, and she's been a kid ever since. Scabbard likes to send her to do the missions that the other kids aren't willing to do, I guess.
okay. Thank you. I appreciate the info. Starts jotting stuff down in this journal.
Lotus, you know this kid?
You could say that. That's
How?
the name that Bavlorna gave me.
Oh.
Hmm.
So she just has a bunch of kids working for her?
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of, this is Thither, and she's the witch of the past, and, she just, most of the people she surrounds herself with are kids, in the workshop. I mean, she likes some of the goblins too, but most of them are pretty young in the market. And then all of her animatronics and stuff.
Sounds creepy, like controlling kids and stuff.
Yeah, I think so too, honestly.
So the Witch of the Past just runs a shop of children building rocking horses out of dryad trees?
She likes toys and things that remind her of things that once were. I guess I've not had immense personal dealings with her. I think she's kind of freaky personally, but I could have.
What does she look like? Do you know?
I mean, I saw her once. She's an old white lady.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
She has
Oh my God.
silver and white hair and a largish nose. And
Is she-
Oh, so like super white.
Is she a Karen?
I mean, the haircut is somewhat reminiscent of a Karen.
Oh
yeah.
no. Oh no.
Okay.
All right,
No.
noting that down.
I've experienced
Karen.
Karens. She got to go. I don't plan on making any deals with this one, just so everybody knows.
No,
You didn't make
this
a deal
one
with the last one, did you?
It's true.
sounds like this one has my brother working in a toy shop for all eternity, so I think I'm gonna kill her too.
Well, on that note, is there anywhere nearby we could continue to walk to and talk to?
You mean ride?
Is a goblin
yes,
working
right.
nearby?
There's not a goblin, but if you guys are serious about what you're doing, you might do well to check in with Nib. He could kind of guide you around and show you where to go.
I'll hop
Okay.
on Alexander.
Lotus is going to approach her.
She's gonna back off a step or two.
Would you like to really see our intentions just a little bit better for a little bit?
Sure.
Do you know what guidance is?
Like the noun.
Spell. It makes you a little bit better at something.
Okay.
I want you to see, just look at me and see just what I'm trying to tell you. Look at my, my intentions. And the spell will help you look a little bit clearer. He's basically asking her to insight check him with guidance because he's going to cast that on her.
She rolled really bad. But you did get a +4 from your guidance. And then
I want to find my brother, and I don't want anyone suffering the same fate as him. I'm going to take care of that witch.
she's gonna reach her hand up. Her hand is a little odd feeling. It's a little bit like being touched by a wooden statue or something like that. There's none of the warmth of the human hand, but she'll touch you on the shoulder a little bit tentatively. I can can take you to Nib, and he can make things a lot easier for you all.
That sounds good then. Let's do it. Appreciate you having a change of heart.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if my companions scared you. They scare me on the daily, trust me.
We're scared almost all the time.
Seeing how she's a woman of nature, Alistair will hop off Alexander and offer her the lily pad as a ride if she wants. Seeing how she's so distressed.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
So noble.
You almost ate her.
That's why I got off of it. All right.
He's trying to atone for his sins.
Lotus will aid you and be like, this is the most noble of lily pads, Alexander.
All right. Well, I rolled a. All
You're
right, I
muted.
rolled a 24 twice.
24 twice. She'll approach hesitantly, and when you hop up, and with Lotus's, this is beautiful, and the Clapper's Cloud is going, come on up, still sitting on the lily pad. She'll gently hop up and sit crisscross applesauce and go, it's just up this hill here. He'll be able to help you guys out and give you a lay of the land so you can really get going.
Yeah, slowly walking to the side. I like to imagine my lily pad's ring is growing like a pink, like a loving feeling, being used for such a
rose
noble
gold.
cause. And he like slowly marches towards the hill.
There's something really noble and dignified in the way that Alexander forward.
Lotus is gonna mount up and snap his reins. Tonight we ride.
The way that she's going to direct you guys is woohoo! All the way across the map here to the base. You guys can kind of see this cave system, right? These big rocks that hopefully don't have any skeletons on them. I removed as many skeletons as I could find.
I'm stuck in the
See
tree.
a skeleton.
I don't see any skeletons.
Okay, good.
Stood, what have you done?
I'm stuck in the tree.
How?
Go ahead and get yourself out of the tree while I...
Here,
Grab-
it won't let me.
Grab your cursor, pick it up, and move.
Stuck up here.
Click.
I'm trying.
Stop using your keys, just grab it.
It won't let me. It's literally having a
Wow.
seizure.
All right.
You are really
Hop
stuck.
down, I'll catch you.
All right.
I'm
One second.
trying.
Let me. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Over here.
Don't even
Oh,
really
so
bad luck
stuck.
with this.
Somebody
All right.
cut that tree down.
Oh my
Deanna
God.
did this. She picked you up and then dropped you in the tree.
I'll tell
I'm
the
scared
others.
to come down.
I'm gonna say, I'm not imagining that there's combat anywhere else in the session, so if you want to theater of the mind, you can.
I inform the others.
You
that
can
we've
decide
lost
to
the
attack
guy.
people, and then we'll worry about where you are on the map. But
Okay.
otherwise, it's all artsy-craftsy.
All right, so the guy's
So
stuck in a tree.
he brings you guys up to the space. What is essentially like at the edge of this forest, it's like a hilly crag that turns into a rock face, and inside there's kind of a hole. Not a hole, like almost an archway that seems to have been carved out of the stone. Inside you can see some faintly flickering warm firelight. And as she's sitting at Alexander, up there is Nib. Technically, he's an employee of Scabatha, but he's a really nice guy. And if you want advice or anything, he's always helpful.
He
knows the
works
way.
for her. How can we trust him?
He made a deal. He builds her things, but this was well intentioned. He knows how everything in her home is built. So if you guys are planning to head her way, he could describe everything.
But he doesn't want, he's not like on her side. He just kind of like builds things for her and then lives over here.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, he has some regrets. And he went to her when she was still, a member of the court and all that, and asked her to help him with that. And he's worked for her ever since.
talk to him.
I'll keep an eye on him, but that sounds pretty reasonable, I guess.
Yeah, that's good enough. We'll talk to him. Any enemy of hers is a friend of ours, I guess.
I mean, he'll just he's a safe place to land, and he can make sure you guys are properly outfitted and know where you're going and where you might like to go.
People who make deals with witches rarely like the witches.
It's my experience, yeah, especially the kids.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm gonna head on up.
This is just going up. Just...
Oh.
Let's go.
She's gonna call from the base of the hillside there. Neb! Neb! And you don't hear any answer from inside.
Did he die?
I hope not.
Maybe he's just asleep. Those are the two options.
We can wake him up.
Should we go in after him, or? I
I'm
mean, it's
going
safe
in.
in there, right?
Are you guys heading up or are you waiting at the base with her?
I'm heading up.
I've headed up.
Yeah, let's go.
Or
I'm
staying
gonna
put
keep an
on her
active
stay.
watch for pursuers. Or booby traps.
Hmm.
Booby traps
Alright,
are
go ahead
enemies.
and roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh, there's actually enemies up here.
I think.
Are there enemies up here?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Oh,
Ah, fuck.
wish you knew.
Anybody, you helping me out, Al?
You want me to help?
Perception?
Yeah, you helping me out, buddy?
I'm not good at perception.
I trust you.
Okay, he's helping me out.
Inside the cave lighting right now.
Alistair's like riding with my snail
Yeah.
because he can't ride Alexander.
I'm like
right now.
I'm like looking down at Alexander like, are you coming?
If
Okay.
you want Alexander to come, I'm like the opposite of agoraphobic. I don't like to be in places that have roofs.
Oh, so you're not
Like
you're not
claustrophobic.
coming.
I'm not. I mean, I can just hop off.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's a dear
Yeah,
companion. I'm not gonna.
no, whatever you want. Yeah, of course, yeah. She'll just hop off real quick. Clapperclaw will stay on Alexander as they
Float their way up.
Yes, full T-posing.
He's so fucking cute.
So Lotus, what did you get on your perception check?
Okay. Since I've been helped out by Alistair, it's gonna be a 27.
27.
24, sorry.
What do you how do you have what do you have as a plus to your perception?
Okay, so I have a +7 to my perception.
How?
In addition to that, what?
Do you have feet?
No.
Okay, you're just a special magical boy.
Yeah, how
Okay.
do you do it?
I literally told you the whole character idea was that he's the best tracker of anywhere.
How are you
I
getting
have a +8.
Guys, real
So
quick,
that's-
Super
Dylan.
Dylan is raiding us!
Super Dylan, I love that.
Dylan, we love you!
Super Dylan, I'm playing the
Great.
same character as the Neverland stream. You'll love it.
Yes!
If you guys were here for our Neverland stream that was based off of Super Dylan's fantastic Neverland 5e setting, which you guys should all check out if you haven't already. I know Max is playing the same character that he played for that one shot, and we have several of the players that we had for that as well. I think Zach was a part of it, Raina was a part of it, Max was a part of it. Were even the rest of you three, were you a part of that one shot? I know that Danny was kind of the one who put it all together and actually started talking to Dylan in the first place because Danny is a monarch among the people.
We had Jake, and I don't remember.
It was Brandon. Brandon was there.
Brandon?
Again.
Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon,
and CJ.
yeah.
CJ was there too.
Okay,
DJ,
well, we're
yes.
very happy to have you with us. They just made a dryad pee their pants and then apologized to the dryad, and the dryad has brought them maybe to meet a new friend. We have a 27 on our perception check to see what's going on.
24.
24. Sorry,
Okay,
24
so-
perception
Don't get
check.
crazy.
I was about to explain how that worked because Deanna
Yeah.
doesn't believe me.
It's not that I don't believe you. I can see that you got a really high score, and I want to know about your builds because I admire and
He must
respect
be
you.
proficient.
So I have a 13 on my roll. I have a +7 on my perception, which is a +4 wisdom and a +3 proficiency bonus. And then because I'm a half orc of finding, I get a D4, and I rolled max on that, so I got a +4 as well.
Well, with your perception check, what you guys see, Alistair and
Who's
Lotus,
in here?
you guys are coming up the front. You see that flickering firelight that seems to be reflecting off of this dark stone wall that's just on the other side of the opening. and you can hear the faint sound of work being done on the inside, the occasional tick of something being hammered in, and the faint humming and slight whistling of an older man's voice. There's someone working on the inside. You don't hear any other kinds of noise. It appears to be very still and quiet on the interior, outside of the work of that one gentleman. In fact, I'm actually going to change our atmosphere here. Castle haunted. That's not what I'm going for.
Welcome to Curse of Strahd.
Wet. You have two options with caverns on Talespire. It's either a dry cavern or a wet cavern, and he lives in a wet cavern. So you guys hear the faint sound of the slight echo of this gentleman as he is working, but you don't hear anything else that you find suspicious. Just seems like you might not have heard her yelling from the base of the hill.
This sounds like phasmophobia. I like it.
Before she leaves, okay, Miss Dryad, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
My name is Meadowleaf.
Okay, she
Meadowleaf?
goes up the stairs.
That's cute.
That's
Barbell
beautiful.
still at the base.
Meadowleaf, we don't want what happened with you to happen again with your friend. And since you don't want to come in with us, can you give us like a token or something just to prove that we're on the same side? Like maybe a note that says, "Oh, I Meadowleaf certify these strangers," or something.
That's an excellent point. I mean, I know Will is going to give you a whole grilling of his own, because I like Will and his gang, but they're kind of their own thing. I can
Exactly, which is why.
She reaches out her hand and touches you on the side of the head, and she's going to druid craft a flower behind your ear.
Okay.
That looks
Ooh.
like it's kind of like a baby spread little bouquet of local flowers, just to demonstrate that somebody has given you a mark of their blessing here. There's a
Okay.
little mushroom that grows on the tip of your ear along with it.
Does this one sing or no?
It's too young.
Oh, okay. Well, it has time. It has time. I'm a very lovely host.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's his job, yeah.
I'm sure I can teach it to sing beautifully. I appreciate this. I'm sure it looks lovely. Okay, and Nib will know, right? He'll know. Of course he'll know.
Nib is nice to everyone, and before you guys go, thank you. And I'm sorry.
It's okay. Water under the bridge, we're here to help, and you helped us find Nib, so you're here to help too. Thank you. Thank you, Meadowleaf.
She'll feel like a tiny touch on the back of her wrist as Melionora cures wounds for what little damage she sustains.
Aww.
But other than that, she won't say or do anything. She'll just kind of stay back.
Thank you.
Adorable.
Thanks. I'll help in whatever way I can. I'll be there. Good luck. And she will take a step or two back, enter into an oak, and disappear.
Probably should have taken a short rest, while we were sitting there talking in the meadow.
Nib, where are you?
I'm a little hurt, but it's okay.
Are you
We're
guys
here.
heading into the cave proper, or are you yelling from his doorstep?
Go ahead in.
I think we're heading in.
Yeah, the yelling didn't work, so let's go ahead in.
I ain't yelling.
I am.
I'm gonna call out gently, be like, "Hello."
As you guys head up these steps and into the cavern, the sounds of working grow a little bit. It's not loud because it is just one man working at a table, but as you enter in, you can see the subtle glow of bioluminescent mushrooms and moss and candlelight and fire. As you can see, as you enter in, if you go through this little door here, which I hope you guys can find, there is to your right a raised platform. It seems to reach a higher level that has more light on top of it, a man working there. And he does hear you guys as you call as you enter, as you're much closer by. Yes, hello?
Oh. It's
You
us.
don't see him at this point. He's kind of up above you.
Are you Nib? We're friends of Meadowleaf.
I'm Nib. Friends of Meadow. The outside one, yes. Yes. And a man comes to the edge of that little platform there to your right. It's a human man. A human man. Older, probably like in his early 80s, white hair, small black spectacles perched on his hawkish nose, a little vest. He's holding little, essentially little metal knitting needles in his hands. He tucks onto the side of his belt. He's got suspenders on it. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, we were. Oh, but would you like to do the talking? I'm not quite as good as you.
Oh, in that case, we hear you have a witch of the past problem that needs dealing with, and you were the person to talk to about that. So says Meadowleaf pointed us in your direction, and he like puts his hair up, and a little bit of this action shows this.
Doesn't appear to be looking at you at all.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll me. Any of you can roll me an insight check who are inside the cavern looking up at this man.
I hate having negatives all the time.
5.
5.
We don't see shit.
He's very old.
I'm a little tired.
It's gonna be a 19.
And an 11.
We got a 10.
An 8 and above. This
Hey.
man is blind.
Oh.
He is wearing the black spectacles on the end of his nose. He's not looking at you. He seems to be leaning in to hear you better from the top of this platform here. Do you want to come a little bit closer? My hearing's not as good as it used to be.
Do you have an elevator or something, or maybe you can come down, or
I'm in the middle of a little bit of a project, but I can certainly come down. I'm not one to complain.
Okay.
You're gonna make him come down? He's old. What if he falls?
And blind.
I'll come up there. It's fine. I'll hitch my snail and climb the ladder.
You could go up on Alexander, Bo.
Go ahead and explain to me how you hitch a giant snail to go up a ladder made for a human-sized person.
I said hitch him to a different, to a
Oh,
spot down here.
I thought you were like, all right, snail, up.
Can't snails climb walls?
That's what I thought too.
Yip, snail.
Terrifying.
Seems
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
What are you planning to do, Lotus?
I was gonna tie him to a rock or a stick of some kind that looks sturdy. I'm gonna do the reins, and then I was gonna climb up the ladder. I was like, but
I
we'll figure it
apologize
out.
that I haven't done this already. Lotus, go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
Oh my god, I don't get advantage?
This
I'm
is
the
a
snail
new
king.
to use snail.
I'm the snail
Are you
king.
using the? No. It's not to see if it stands still. It's to check something else. It'll follow your directions for sure.
I'm concerned with this.
Mm.
That's a 10? No, a 9.
A 9. Okay, when you hitch the snail up, it kind of looks at you for a moment. First, its eyes turn away, then its head turns away as you hitch it up.
What? What are you? Are you upset because I have to leave you here?
It doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh.
I'm gonna reach up and caress its cheek. Don't be like that, please.
The snail
Communication is
fully
key.
turns its giant shell to like whack you a little bit on the side of the leg and crawls closer to the wall at the end of its leash. It's not in the mood right now. It doesn't want to hear from you. It'll follow your direction. It's just...
Wow, Lotus. Way to hurt its feelings.
Whoa,
I'm gonna
wait.
cast Good Berry, and I'm gonna leave it some berries if it wants them.
You see one eye like... It looks at it.
I'll leave one Cracker Jack, and I'll be like, you don't have to eat it in front of me, but if you're hungry,
Can I try and put the ring on it?
You take the ring off of
Don't worry, Alexander. I'll be back. Momentarily.
Alexander goes from like this kind of teal color, and then you yoink it off. It turns that black. Where are you putting it on this snail?
On its eye stalk, I guess.
Boonk, does the button. It shakes its head off. And it turns this kind of like despondent, deep, like aubergine, eggplant color of I feel like your passive insight is high enough because it's above a 10 that it feels like this is the snail equivalent of a 14-year-old who doesn't like their new stepdad.
Oh.
Like,
I'm sorry, am I not good enough for you? I've been very
you're
nice.
not their real dad. They lived with a Harrigan for so long, and then there was Daya, and then there's you, and it's just a lot of change really fast.
Look, I get it. There's a lot going on right now, but I promise, me and my companions, especially me, are gonna do our best to take care of you. Okay?
You can force it to like you.
That's disgusting. Don't ever say that again to me.
Lotus isn't gonna be your stepdad, but he is gonna be the dad who stepped up.
I'll take my
That's
ring
terrible.
back.
Nora, that was wonderful. Thank you. Look, I
Still
understand
depressed.
you're not in the mood. You need some time to sort out your feelings. Just if you need a good berry, and I'll pass out the rest in front of the other snails. There's
Yeah,
some
the
food. We
other
have to go
snails-
talk to this man.
The other snails are all down on it. I don't know if the rest of you have tried to cultivate relationships with them, but we'll get there later. I want a quick. Are you putting the mood ring back on Alexander?
Yeah.
Can I have a quick insight check from you, bud?
Yeah. Oh no.
Alexander's jealous.
Alexander is upset.
The flash of red.
Alexander doesn't
I
have
got
a brain.
I got a 17. Whoa! She's
Got a
definitely upset.
17
That is blasphemy, Bo.
It
I'm sorry.
int
It's a
color.
lily pad.
And with your insight, you feel like Alexander doesn't feel the same way as the snail does. As I don't know if you've named the snail yet, but doesn't feel the same way. That snail's having a
Samantha.
hard time adjusting to its new life. Alexander is really happy and content with their new life experiences, and they're real glad they're living with you now.
As they should,
Oh.
because
Got this all out of a mood ring.
I'm the greatest.
Yeah, with a 17, they're fucking chilling.
Yeah.
What is a mood ring for if it's not to read your lily pad?
Yeah, I gotta get a vibe check on my lily pad.
Oh my
All
god.
right. So are you guys heading up the ladder now?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he's
I'm
still
gonna-
stooped there as you're having this emotional moment with your snail. There is a very elderly man going, "Are you still there?"
I thought he was coming down here.
I'll
No,
have,
we.
I'll have Alexander
Oh,
float up
Old
to
and
him.
blind.
I'll have Alexander float up to him. He can like float him down.
That's a good idea.
Alexander doesn't really make any noise as he moves.
I'll ride him up or push him up with me, and then like I'll like guide the old man onto the lily pad, and then we can like slowly and safely
Alistair.
get down.
As you ride up to the ledge of the platform, you see
Oh.
piles of gold. Eye height. 8 feet tall, 10 feet tall, gold, chests, shields, rubies, diamonds, trinkets. As far as the eye can see, and in the center of it, you see a loom that seems to be woven with golden thread, and a work table full of golden screws and delicate silver threads to wire them together.
Nice. With this, real quick, seeing as he's blind and I'm up here alone, I'm just gonna cast a little detect magic. Anything magical in that
Okay.
pile of scraps?
Sure, make me a
Nice.
perception check.
That's scraps and not years of rent worth.
Years of rent. Ooh, that's pretty good. Perception. That is a 17.
17. So with your detect magic, the gold and jewels themselves are mundane. Very expensive, but the money is mundane. You can see that the loom and some of the working tools seem to be, they're not highly magical in themselves, but there are remnants of magic in them. You have a decent enough understanding of magic to know that they might be used to craft magic. They're not magic in themselves, but they're used in the process of creating magic. And you also see, as you are helping this old man onto your lily pad, Nib, as you kind of gingerly step forward, thank you, young man.
Oh yes, no
But you
problem.
can see, even with the flickering of that candlelight and torchlight around him, he has a few too many shadows.
Mm.
And that's what you see.
I'll help him on Alexander. and I'll ride him down. And then as we get down there, I'm like, Snudgak, I don't think you're allowed up there.
Why not?
You have too many fingers and too many pockets.
That's true.
What kind of rule is that? That's stupid.
It's the anti-goblin rule, actually.
Just as many fingers as you do.
I actually, he does like the trick where he like takes his thumb off. I only have 9.
How'd you do that?
It's a little bit of magic, and he like puts it back.
Whoa. Whatever, I didn't want to go up there in a stupid old man's house.
Whoa! His name is
North.
Nib, and he is very
My
kind.
name is Nib. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Nora just takes Snood's arm and just like stays down there with them.
Yeah, Alistair, what was up there?
He'll go over to Bo,
Mhm.
and like he pulls him to the side. He canters him along as he goes over, like away, out of earshot of Snudgak. My name Bo. You could pay for your rent. You could buy the building your house stays on with the amount of money up there. You must
And, like,
not let
drool
anybody.
comes You're lucky I can't climb ladders, man.
Alright, Nib, well, we heard that you know about the witch's house and everything that's in it.
To an extent, yes. I have been commissioned to build many of her toys and items. It has been a very satisfactory work.
You like the witch?
I appreciate the opportunity to pay off my debts, such as they are.
What debts do you have?
When not one lives a life of regrets, you must accept the opportunity to give back to others. And it might not have worked out exactly the way I planned, but I do hope that my work alleviates some pain from others.
Insight check.
What
That
did
was
you
a
do to
sketchy
people?
answer. That's a 26.
26.
What is he hiding? This is old man
you
done.
believe that he does have a lot of regrets and things he wanted to make up for. And that he is hoping that the things he built for the witch do help people. He might be a little bit studiously ignorant, where he prefers not to know what's being done with his work. But he'd like to believe he's helping people. And in response to Snowgag, he says, I was a very wealthy man earlier in my life, and I would purchase buildings, and I would let others live within them and pay me for the honor of doing so. In a sense, I accrued a great deal of income. You could have called me a landlord. And
What a strange idea.
Yes.
I'm sure you were a very fair landlord, right? You didn't try to, charge people exorbitant amounts of rent.
Part of penitence is to admit wrongdoing. I would purchase buildings that were to be condemned, and I would rent them out to those who had no other options for exorbitant price. And you don't need to tell me. I already know. The reason I went to Skabatha was the regrets that I had for the people that I had hurt in my life. And there was nothing for me to do now. But his head turns to you. Walked back to the group, right?
Who, me and him? Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Forgive me if this is impertinent, but do you perhaps have hoofed feet?
I do in fact have hoofed feet. I am a centaur, yes.
Interesting. Interesting to know. Are you perhaps in need of assistance in your endeavors?
I mean, we're going to attempt to remove the, Scabatha from her position.
For the good of the people that live on this land?
Of course. For the good of of this people and my people. And, these people. Gestures to the party.
Why do you care if Bo has hovered feet?
Roll me a persuasion check, Bo.
That was such a good, honest answer, Bo.
I hate how I have a negative to everything.
Exhausted.
Oh,
I hate how I have a negative
So
to
tired.
everything. I rolled a nat 1.
Are you not here on behalf of the people? All of you. I am in my pact, I must only work on behalf of the people.
well, that's an interesting question. We know what we're doing will help a lot of people. Although, I don't know if all of us are doing it specifically for that reason, no.
The things we have done have helped the people of Thither. There's that. And we can only assume that the things that we are going to do are going to help the people of Thither. And the people of Yarn. Yarn.
I had a friend who recommended to me that the next one who could use the gift that he left for me should take on that gift. But will you be doing good for the children of Thither?
The children, definitely.
The children will definitely enjoy what we're going to do.
Why are you giving such a ass side answer?
It's very
Bo?
vague.
So long as the children don't try and kill us.
Because I'm...
There is only one
Because the-
child that I have a quarrel with, but the rest of them I plan to free and make happy. Because one of them is very dear to my heart. As much as Bo is trying to weave a strange tale with his tongue right now,
I mean,
that's my honest answer.
I was saying an untruth, so I don't know if the DM wants me to roll deception, but...
I will either let you roll a flat deception or I will let Lotus roll persuasion with advantage.
I'm going for a fucking
that.
persuasion. I'm gonna guidance myself too. We can't see shit.
Are you? Yeah. Is that a verbal spell?
I don't
Is
know.
Lotus taking the time in this moment to cast a spell before he speaks to this man?
It is verbal. Fuck that. I'm not an idiot.
I'm sorry, I gotta
My
be.
rolls are so bad anyways. It's okay. It doesn't matter. That's a 9.
Would me with my negative be as good as you with your positive?
Look, he can hear the honesty in my voice. He can
Yeah,
ask me as many
it's-
questions as he wants. I'm trying to help children.
The old man, Nib, you can assume, reaches out for her face. Are you gonna duck away or will you let him? He'll touch your face, feel your expression, the seriousness of your brow and everything. A slow smile will spread across his apple rosy cheeks. I will be right back. And he'll kind of toddle away, arms out, the head up his ladder, which he seems totally adept at using. This
I
is
figured.
his house. He's might be a disabled person, but this is his house. He knows where everything is, and he will start heading up that ladder.
We should go
You
with
guys
him.
have a moment while we're away to talk to each other if you like.
Let's go with him. Come on. Nora.
You feel
Oh,
something flick you in the forehead. Saying,
Laura's not saying anything and she's still not letting go of your arm.
Ah. Maybe he'll need help getting down.
no, he seems to have plenty of control over that.
Worst case scenario, we could always catch him if he falls.
with
Yeah,
Bo.
Snood, how about you go ahead and put your face underneath that ladder, just in case.
Okay,
In case he falls on you, and then you can catch him.
I can catch him.
But what was with the vague answer on children? Do you
For
not
real,
like,
Bo, what
do you
the
not
fuck
like,
was that?
Do you not like children? Are you not
No,
planning?
There's probably a Karen child at his work.
I love children. It's the fact that the carnival is going to come here, and the carnival is going to bring joy to children. And if the witch isn't here, then the carnival can come here, and then and then the children will be happy. It's a roundabout logic.
I don't know, Bo. That seems a little weird.
Why are you trying to give us a backwards answer?
It's not a backwards answer. It's like, it's not a lie. I don't want to be lying to people.
Why are you not lying to us too?
I'm not lying to you. I'm just not.
You're not
truthing?
I'm not lying to him.
I mean,
Yes.
you should just told the truth and make it easier. I don't know.
Because I don't know.
The truth is we are here to help people. The witches suck from everything we've heard. We're removing them.
I don't know if I can confidently tell him the truth right now because I'm tired as fuck. I had nightmares all last night. I haven't been on my game.
You mean like Vincent?
Yes.
Didn't have any nightmares.
Imagine Vincent, but like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
I had a nightmare, but I beat
Insight
it up.
check. I think you're a drama queen.
Oh, you can tell.
Oh, he's a drama queen. All right.
Maybe you should try beating it up, Bo.
Beating what?
A nightmare.
Beat? Let
How do you beat up a nightmare?
me just beat
With
my
your
dad up real
fists?
fast, Snud. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, try it sometime, Bo. Maybe it'll help.
Niv leans over the side of the platform. Come on up. Are you all able to use the stairs, or you can use that great seat cushion thing that you had me on?
Oh, yes. Alexander Ho.
May I ride Alexander real fast?
Absolutely, man. Get on.
Oh, thank you.
Seeing how
Okay.
you're so big, I'm gonna send you up alone because I don't know if you can fit on there with me.
You
Do I
heard him.
have
Let's
to
go.
get off?
I'm
I really
medium-sized.
Like the lily pad. This is Clapperclaw is just
Yeah.
sitting there, still arms out.
He's been there the whole time.
He doesn't. He
Asserting
likes to listen to
dominance.
you guys talk. He thinks you're cool, but if you need him to get off, you can.
No,
You
can
can
you
fit
fit
right
there
on
with
Okay.
Bo?
yeah,
Wait,
I'll
can I
ride
on
Alexander.
top
He
of
can
Bo
ride
on
on me.
top of the lily pad?
There's enough room for you, Clapperclaw. You're nice and light. You're made of straw.
Okay, cool.
Lotus
He's gonna
makes his
pick
way up the
up.
ladder, sees what's happening, and is like, Nora, keep a firm grasp on Snood.
Got him.
Yeah, when you guys reach the top, so there's Nib there, standing, slightly hunched-shouldered, thinner, much older man, white hair, bald spot, little black spectacles, in front of his loom and his workstation, and these piles of money. Just gold and silver and copper coins. His loom appears to be threaded with gold, his workstation, all of that. And he's holding in his hands, it seems to be a stack of 4 silver horseshoes.
Hmm.
Bit of a welcome, first of all, to my workshop. I would be most pleased to make things for you if you have any sorts of requests. I am a little bit of a tinkerer if you have any requests of that kind. But first, I was hoping, which of you with the hooves?
That's me. I'm gonna clop off Alexander and canter on over.
May I? And he will bend down to put some horseshoes onto you.
Sure. What do they do? And he puts one hoof back.
All right. As he puts the horseshoes on you,
Oh my god, I regret this already, but okay.
two things happen. First, you have a +1 to your spell save DC and your spell attack modifier.
Okay then.
Second, you remember something long forgotten. When you were a foal,
Oh god.
you were very small. You were going out with your father. He liked to take you out on these little, like...
About to say, is his dad involved?
You were going out with your dad. Your mother had said, it's a boys' day. You guys are going to have so much fun together. And they sent you out to sort of a bit of a hunt, a little bit of a wrestling around in the field kind of day. And your father had told you, you know what you need in order to be a proper centaur, to be a proper warrior and a proper athlete, is you need the shoes. and he had actually made them for you himself. Like little you, as a little young boy full of a centaur, he had made
A
you
young boy Bo.
a young boy Bo. What did you look like when you were a kid? Were you as handsome as you are now? Were you as bard-like and charismatic, or were you a little gawky?
No, Bo was awkward as fuck. Bo was like, you know when there's a newborn giraffe and they like kind of like wobble, is like that, but like for longer than it should have been. Bo was a late bloomer.
Well, your father had made you these shoes so you could be a part of the proper. Did they go hunting in your group, or was it all sports associated?
No,
Like,
it's all hoofball. They were probably cleats.
okay, so he was like properly outfitting with the cleats because you were gonna play together for the first time, like really get to training so you could join the little league. You were a little too young for little league, but
Toss the old boar skin around, that's
exactly. And he fitted you with these shoes, and you were standing on top of what was essentially the hillside of grass. It turned into a little bit shale on the hillside, and he'd put these shoes on you, and he would clopped around in a little circle, tapping away with these new metallic shoes, and made this little tap dance of a moment with this rhythm. And your father had... It's funny now to think about it, because as an adult, you don't remember your father ever smiling. He's kind of a grim-faced man with his bushy mustache always covering his mouth and his grim set eyebrows. But when you there as a foal danced, he smiled and he laughed. And he was so proud of you and your dance in that moment. And as a kid, you knew if you could have people look at you like that for the rest of your life with this pride and this joy, that was what you were going to have to do.
My God, don't make me feel for my dad. Jeez.
Was your dad the inspiration?
I've been building him up to be a villain this whole time. Don't make me
That's
feel
the
for my
reason you
dad.
It's the inspiration for your dancing career.
This is a memory. You know how, like, when you're a kid, you don't keep all your memories, right? Your brain is still forming. This is not something that you have remembered in the time since.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember it now as these shoes are being fitted to you by this old man who pats you on the haunch and says, "Does that feel okay? Is that all right?"
Yeah, I just have a bit of a headache, but it's good. It's good. Hold on. Let me try something real fast. He's gonna back some people up, and he's gonna like do a bit of a figure skater twirl in the air real fast. Gonna like, wah, and then do like some kind of little thing real fast, and then do the pirouette thing.
I'm not gonna have you roll for it. You're a fucking performer. It's excellent. It's the best.
How was that, guys?
The dancer.
That was pretty good. You really
Can
are
you
magnificent. What?
No, I cannot fly, but yes, I am fly as fuck. Nib. Thank you. These feel pretty good, and he trots back and forth.
You sound just like him. And by the rules of hospitality, if there's anything I can do for you, directions, instructions, anything I can build for you, all of this, of course, and he gestures to the gold and silver, belongs to Scabitha. But if you have anything of your own, I could accentuate your items.
I got something you could accentuate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have something.
Excellent. What you'd like me to take a look at?
Well, who wants to go first?
I am exceptionally curious to see if you can make a book more powerful.
I can.
It has a metal clasp, but other than that, it's mostly leather. Can you work with this?
I tend to weave with gold and silver and copper and platinum and those kinds of things, but as long as I can and weave a bit, and you have the coin to build it off of.
It has a leather-bound cover, yeah. I have some coin, some. Yeah, hang on. I've got 2 platinum, 20 gold, 18 silver, and 19 copper.
Alright. I'm gonna say, for ease of you guys doing this, the way that Nib works is he can tell you what's going on in the rest of Thither, and we might do that in the beginning of next session, but he is also a tinkerer. He works for Scabatha. Scabatha Nightshade, also known as Granny Nightshade, who is the Witch of the Past, who resides in Thither. And he can do certain things to your items if you give them to him. Let me look at this. He has to weave with gold, silver, and copper because he is attempting to weave out the sins of his past and work through his debts. The money that he has now is the money that he had in life that he is working through to try to pay back to the community. If you would like to upgrade an item to a +1, that will be 50 gold or whatever, about 500 silver. To upgrade to a +2, that is 100 gold. To add a small enchantment, things like making it play a small tune, or making it very shiny and unable to become dirty under any circumstance, or make it smell a certain way, or make it make a certain sound, that'll be 25 gold. To add a larger enchantment, like making it so it cannot become lost and it returns to your pocket at the end of every long rest, that'll be 50 gold. And if you want to combine items together, like if you have an item that you would like to imbue with the magical properties of another, that will be 50 gold. That's just the materials that it takes for him to weave it together, and it becomes beautiful, shining golden instruments. I will say, additionally, while you're spending some time in this cavern, because you guys did come in through this entrance, you will see that his platform is there on the right. The cavern appears to go further on into the back, where there is presumably where he sleeps, where he eats, and maybe other areas for you to explore. If there's anything specific you would like to commission from Nib, he appears to be down. He wants to help people to make up for the fact that he was a goddamn landlord. I believe this is a good time to call it, because it might take you guys a minute to think of what you would like to have upgraded by this man. Unless there's something
one thing real
else.
fast.
Here we go. Of course.
One thing real fast. I would like to, Nib, there's a rule of reciprocity here, and you did gift me more than you think you did, a little bit. I want to take out a bottle of wine and give it to him. I think he's gonna need that. Just
go ahead and
drink
roll
it.
a persuasion check.
I feel like you're definitely. You get to me more than you think you did. No, it's the negative. Why don't you go ahead and take this? Just when you're sitting here drinking it by yourself, you think you did a job well done. Go ahead and take that. And it was persuasion, you said?
Yes.
That was 8+. You'd think I'd remember this by now, but persuasion is going to be 8 + 6. 14.
14. He holds his hands up. I'm afraid I simply... the deal I made is for what I have done in my life. I will return to others with my work until my death. I appreciate the gesture, but everything I do for you cannot compare to what I did for others.
No, but what if we leave this here and then on the day you do pay back all your sins, you have a celebratory drink?
I cannot stop you from leaving it here. The two of you with the highest past perception, Lotus and Vincent, will see Lotus. You see, flickering on the wall behind him, almost in shadow, a child. Thin, small, hungry, looking over his shoulder in shadow. Vincent, you will see a mother, pregnant, concerned, just in shadow. Look at him, and then fade away. I believe, unless there's anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about this thing?
I'm gonna put Agden Longscarf doll, in his hand, I guess.
First of all, I believe that you will have continued chances to talk to me next session. Second of all, he holds it up by the head because it's just a little doll.
It's a toy. You make toys.
This looks like one of Enderlin's dolls. I didn't work in that area, I'm sorry.
Huh.
Alistair,
Mm.
you know the name Enderlin.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to share it if you don't want to.
I can. So, Indolent's dolls. Yes. Indolent was hag of the future. Yes. Very. She loves her marionette dolls. Loves playing things by strings. If I had to guess, she probably used that to like manipulate someone at some point.
So, Agden Longscarf was working for Endolin this whole time?
Or maybe was until he made another deal with the other hags.
Huh.
I'll take it back, shove it in my pocket.
Marionette
That's
doll, you
easy.
mean like this one? And I pull out the one I got from VALOR's house.
Yeah, that's those like those. Yeah.
Wow, she has a lot of dolls. I wonder what other dolls we can find along the place.
I wonder indeed.
Does anyone else want to do anything before we close out this evening?
I'll ask for more stuff later, next time.
I also
You
have more stuff.
absolutely will, don't you worry about that. Alistair, in the flickering light of candlelight, the torches that adorn the wall around his workstation, as your friend Bowman, who has had these conversations supporting you in finding your own path, and these party members who are working with you to help free you of your pact, you can see faint, silvery, nearly white, nearly translucent threads from each and every shoulder, knee, elbow, every joint. You know, all of you are dolls of Endolin. And that, I think, is where we are going to end the session.
Okay.
Real fast, we got Raiders from
We
Twitch
ca-
Plays
yeah.
D&D.
Oh, hi,
Keep getting-
guys! I'm so
Hi.
sorry we're ending. I was
Welcome,
just
guys.
praising my players. Happy to have you here.
We do love
She
a
always
happy
throws
ending.
shit like that at the end of the session. just to
Every
freak us
time.
out.
You guys knew this already, right? No worry.
I thought it was just him.
Did we? Yeah. Alistair was the only tool here.
No, it looks like you're all tools now.
But we did follow that silvery thread when we went through the Hall of Mirror.
You did follow a silvery thread. Ooh, are there a lot of silvery threads in this campaign? Wouldn't that be fascinating?
That's
Can
weird.
notice.
What?
I disagree.
All right, okay. So I'm gonna do some shouting before we head out. Now that I've properly threatened my players about, you know, the inevitability of the future and all that kind of thing. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna shout for a little while, and then I'm gonna toss it to Dylan, who's gonna give personal thanks, especially to our raiders. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you check out the VOD when it's on our Twitch and on our YouTube channel. Let me scroll down. Dylan's gonna be thanking everybody who joined us tonight, all of our new followers and raiders and everything. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed us, my name is Deanna. I am your Tale Master, Dungeon Master, Game Master, Tail Weaver, so many titles, Circus Master, whatever you want to call me. We also have Dylan, James, Max, Raina, Danny, and Zach, who are my players this evening. If you enjoy us as a cast, you can follow us on social media. Command Ironcast to check us out on social media. I have mostly bullcrap, but other people post more substantial things. If you enjoy our show in general or any of the other shows on Ink and Lyre, you can consider supporting us with a sub or use your free Twitch Prime subscription. It takes a lot of work to bring you the shows that we bring you every week, and we really love doing it, but the best way to show your support and help us keep going is with a subscription. Subscribers get exclusive emotes and access to the hashtag Secret Corridor channel on our Discord server, which you should also join because it's a lot of fun, where Lauren shakes work in progress shots of her artwork and everybody shares behind the scenes looks at what we are working on and more of that kind of thing. We're going to be having a retreat at the end of next March, so you'll probably get a lot of photos of that on the Secret Corridor. I'm very excited. You'll be seeing what we are like when we are not on camera. Messes, presumably. You can also catch up on all of our shows on our YouTube, so make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at Command YouTube. If you're a subscriber, you can also check out our VODs here on Twitch. Love having you here. If you want to come back on Mondays, so Mondays and Wednesdays are the times that you can catch us now. Wednesdays for Iron Valor, Wild Beyond the Witchlight. You should come back next week to see what they get from Nib and what they learn about all being puppets of the future. Destiny is foretold. Nobody has any choice in what they're doing, etc., etc. Don't worry about it. But
Gotta break her fingers.
I like where this is
Monday
going.
night for Fate's End, that is our homebrew Dungeons & Dragons 5e game that is set within Aurora, which was our Kickstarter. If any of you guys joined us for that, that is our setting that we have our book coming out about. Danny is in it, Raina's in it, I am in it. We are all having a fantastic time saving Raina's character's family from a dungeon full of giant long dragon Furbies that we're having a difficult time with, but everything is gonna be okay. You come back on Monday, we'll make a number of excellent decisions that we won't have any regret about. Don't you worry. And we hope to see you next week for Iron Valor Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Okay, I'm gonna toss it to, if you're ready, Dylan, I'm gonna toss it to you for thank yous and for raids. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Aces.
All right. So thank you everybody for joining us today. I saw we had a lot of new people in chat. That's very great. I love to see new people in chat. And also we have our beautiful ASB95 with a resubscription. They said, "Hey," and thank you. And we have one Jesse to rule them all. Thank you. T Bear Will with the follow. Thank you. Dire Bear GM coming in with the raid. Thank you. We have Sai Sausage. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know.
No, you are. Sai Sausage.
Yeah, yes. Sai Sausage with the 8 months here to support our beautiful Zach and Danny. Thank you. Ash Darkthorn with the follow. Thank you. Super Dylan with the raid. Thank you. Got rough. Andre River Art with River Art? Something like that. It's something like that.
Whatever
with
you
the
said
follow.
is
Thank
perfect,
you.
Dylan.
A fluffy Goomba with the follow. Thank you. Super Dylan with the resubscription for 13 months. Thank you. And then we had all the beautiful people rating. We had TPK Roleplay and Twitch Slays D&D. Unfortunately, we've ended, but we will be seeing you guys on another raid to Phoenix Iwaki. So thank you everybody for joining us today, and we will see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye. We love you.
Bye.